Do you live here?
Nobody lives here.
Real terror. How long has it been since you've been on Elm Street? Welcome to a brand new nightmare. He is the first in fear.
Will you help me? I'm sorry, someone help me, please!
Second to none.
Don't let them put you to sleep.
He has no mercy. And no equal.
Now no one sleeps.
Get ready. This August, your wildest dreams will come true.
How sweet, fresh meat.
A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 4. The Dream Master.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nightmare at Camp Blood, Episode 4. Special guest tonight is Destiny Faulkner. How's it going, Destiny?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, doing pretty good. I'm excited to jump into this movie. I actually like this movie quite a bit, and I know a lot of people have been giving it like a little bit of heat recently. Like a lot of people I talked to are like, I don't know how I feel about that one. And I thought it was like fairly well liked in the franchise. How do you feel about this one?
I'm kind of one of those people. I don't really like this one. But the last time I tried to watch it, I didn't finish it. Tonight I don't have a choice. I am going to finish it. So I'm excited to see if my feelings change. Maybe I was just in a weird mood that day. As a kid, I love this one, though.
How long
really
ago was that?
All of them. Whenever I watched it, it was 6 months ago, maybe. So, fairly recent, but still enough time has gone between. So, hopefully it changes.
Yeah, hopefully. Interesting that you couldn't even finish it. Like, I didn't know it was you didn't like it that much. I feel like I'm forcing you to watch it now.
Maybe I was just in a bad mood that day. I was just feeling a certain type of way. And it got to the Kung Fu scene. I was just like, I'm done.
I will give that scene to you. That is the worst part of the movie. Yeah. Oh, we got Good Reel in the comments here. How's it going? I think Good Reel has a stream going on right now too, guys. So make sure to hop over and check out their stream. Say hello. Yes. You got Robert Kerr. How's it going, Rob? Oh, this is new. Oh no, this is Red Rusty. I was like, I didn't recognize the name for a second. How's it going, Red Rusty? Oh, Evil Bread. How's it going? I'm glad he could join us tonight. Wasn't able to join us for the Dream Warriors watch party. What else we got here? Oh, Miss Carter, how's it going?
Miss Carter, hi.
Justin Jones, good to see you here, buddy. Oh, we got Chris down there. What's up, Chris?
Hello.
Chris says, yeah, very met on this one. Okay. I don't know. I used to watch this one all the time when I was younger, and I don't know if I don't know what it is. I like this one a lot. I don't like that they kill off. Well, you know what happens to the people from Dream Warriors, but I do like Alice for some reason.
I do like Alice. Yeah, Alice is pretty cool. I like her.
I like her journey. Yeah, her brother's a little bit of a problem, but
yeah, him not. He's not the best.
Red Rusty says he likes it for the love kill song. It's the best thing about it, unfortunately.
Fair
There's the beginning of this movie and the next one both have song intros, don't they? I forget if the fifth one does. Maybe the fifth one doesn't, but this one does.
Can't remember.
Tuesday Night sings a song in this one, right?
Yeah.
This is probably the sequel I saw the most as a kid. It was aired as a double bill with Nightmare 5 on Bravo TV. Okay, Evil Bread. I
remember this one being on TV a lot. This one and Part 5 the most. I never saw 2 on TV, and not really the original either. I always saw 4 and 5.
I think 2 was one of the later ones that I saw as well. I don't know what the first... Actually, I do know what the first one I saw was. It was Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And the second one was Freddy's Dead. And then after that, I don't remember what order I saw them in, but I was like, I didn't realize I was seeing them in reverse.
I think I did see the first one first because my aunt at the time, her boyfriend had the DVD box set, and I have one now, but it's like in my living room. But it's like they look like this, and it has like Freddy turned around. So they had this, and I remember as a kid, me not knowing how long movies were, I would go over there and I would look at them. And I thought the posters were so cool, so I'd stare at them, and my goal was to watch all of them. I was like 4 or 5. Like, I couldn't watch all of them. I would always fall asleep during the first one. So.
Oh, you want to watch them all in one go?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh
I
my
thought they
God.
were like short for some reason. I thought they were like maybe 30 minutes or something.
30-minute horror movies.
So I never made them through like all of them. But I do think the original was the first one I saw.
Do you remember when you saw the last one? Like when you finally completed seeing them all, or?
So honestly, I still haven't even like fully watched Freddy's Dead. That was never on my TV. I've seen the kill count for it many times, and I tried to watch it one day, and I ended up falling asleep because it's already late at night. But I mean,
maybe you should join Chase and I for Freddy's Dead as well, because I can't believe you haven't seen Freddy's Dead.
More? I've seen half of it. But the other ones. And I think I saw New Nightmare a little bit later, too. Because I think as a kid, it didn't really... And I think it's because I didn't really understand it that much.
Same. Yeah.
So I just never went to that one. Even, like, a year or so ago, I was at my stepmom's house, and she's like, I tried to watch a Friday 13th. I remember an Elm Street movie, but I just did not like it. I was like, which one? She was like, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And I was like, oh. It makes sense why someone wouldn't like it, going and expecting the other ones, but I think it's great.
Well, it's interesting for me because that's the one I saw first, so that was my first kind of introduction to Freddy. Not that I knew it. I was only probably 4 or 5 at the time. I was very, very young when I saw that movie. And I remember Freddy was like, he scared me for a while after that. It was like a year or 2 or something like that before I could actually get over him. I saw Freddy's Dead, and he like died in that movie, so I was like, oh, he's dead. It's okay now.
He's dead.
Yeah, and then
I'm safe.
Sometime around grade 6, I got the obsession with horror movies, and that's when I really started like trying to watch them all. But after that, it didn't take me very long to see them all. No,
I do remember definitely 4 and 5 a lot as a kid. 3 as well, because I remember a lot of the death scenes from that one.
Yeah, 3's classic.
No 6, really no 7 either. I watched Freddy vs. Jason a lot. I've seen that one a lot. I really enjoyed that one growing up.
I remember waiting for Freddy vs. Jason to come out. Like,
I don't remember
hearing
that.
about it. And, no, I do. I remember freaking out and being like, oh, I gotta see this movie. I watched it. I literally watched it every day when I would come from home from school for like a month, 2 months. I would just get off the bus, go home, put it in the DVD player, and watch it.
Just watch it. It was funny. One time, me and my boyfriend were at his aunt and uncle's house, and it was like they're having like a little party there. And so we're just sitting inside, and I was looking through their movies, and they had Freddy vs. Jason, so I put it on. Literally everyone that entered the house, is this Freddy vs. Jason? Yeah, and they would all just sit down, and we all just ended up watching Freddy vs. Jason.
It's a movie where it's new enough that like most people have seen it, and it's not like this movie can kind of jump in at any point, and you're like, oh, sweet, they're fighting. Yeah. Like, you just sit down and jump into it. It's actually a great, like, if you're just having a party and a bunch of people that liked horror were there, you just throw on Freddy vs. Jason in the background.
That's definitely a fun one because everyone's gonna be like, ooh.
Oh yeah, like the one thing I'll give Freddy vs. Jason is the fighting scenes, and most of the nightmare scenes are actually pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I would agree. I haven't seen that one. Well, okay, last time I watched it, I got a little bit high, and so I watched it. Okay, and I'm watching it, and then I was like really paying attention to every line. I was just like, who fucking wrote this movie? I was like, why is it so bad? Like, actually bad. The scene's like, why? What does he say?
Freddy died by fire, Jason by water. How can we use that?
Not that one. That one's funny. It's when the guy, he's like, why they say, like, something like, come for you? Because that's when he comes for you.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, when what's his name?
I think they're in the high school after they made like their scenes, like why they say he's coming for something, because that's when he comes for you. I was just like, Oh my god. That made it to the movie, huh?
Oh, he says 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. And he goes, do you know why he sings that? Because that's when he comes for you.
Yeah, I was just like, oh.
Mark. No, I think is it Mark?
Is it Mark?
I think his name's Mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
1 second, I'm going to catch up on these comments before we jump in. Evil Bread, he said he was gutted. I had my second COVID vaccine when you did Dream Warrior, so I was tired by nighttime. Yeah, my vaccine, my second one, made me pretty useless the day after, so I don't blame you at all for missing it. Kyle Curtis Flett, hope your evening is going good. Josh and Destiny, thank you, Kyle.
Thank you. I hope yours is as well.
Justin Jones, I was disappointed Patricia Arquette didn't come back. I agree. I like Tuesday Night. I think she did a fine job with the role, but it feels like a different character almost. Like it doesn't really feel like the same girl.
I agree. It's pretty jarring.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing, huh?
Especially when I saw that when I was a kid, I was like, huh? I was like, what happened?
Who's this? Yeah. Because then I feel like there's just the connection's not the same. Like I don't care as much. Same thing with like Halloween 6 when they replaced Danielle Harris.
I'm
like,
almost kind of glad it wasn't Danielle Harris though.
Yeah, because at least you don't have to see her die.
Yeah, don't. Well, yeah, you do in a certain movie that must not be named.
No, we would have won.
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
And that is a fucking great scene.
When she dies?
Well,
it is heartbreaking. I
don't
hate
want her
seeing
to
Andy
die, but
No.
I think it's a great scene.
No, it's a good heartbreaking scene, but I would almost prefer if Laurie died instead.
Yeah, that's what like Chris mentioned, or like what if they would have killed her, like Laurie off first? I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting, really.
I think it would have been a different direction, and honestly, I'd rather follow Danielle Harris. I think I like what's her name? Scout. I like her, but in the second movie, I didn't like her. So, especially in the other cut where she's just like raging all the time at everybody. Hey, Elise, how's it going? Love Kills was top 10 song. I think it got more attention than the movie. It's quite possible. Oh, Peter Anthony, how's it going, Peter? Excited for Roseblood?
Yes, very excited for that.
I just watched I was blanking. A fan film, a Friday the 13th fan film called His Name Was Jason today. This came out. It was interesting.
Oh,
I'm gonna do a review on it. Yeah, I mentioned it to Chris and he said that you guys were thinking of doing it.
Yeah. It's coming back to me now.
Miss Carter, the original Nightmare on Elm Street is her favorite. The rest are just sort of meh for her. I'll watch them if I see them on somewhere, but I don't deliberately seek them out. Interesting. Okay, so are you not necessarily a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan then? You just only like the first one, or you do, but I guess not if you don't like the others.
You know, I kind of agree with her. I don't really watch these Nightmare on Elm Street movies really too often. I really have to be in a certain mood for it. Okay. But besides that, I don't seek them out really either.
I'm the kind of person who does a yearly watch of Nightmare Friday, Halloween. So it's just like I'm constantly, and I usually do Child's Play and Scream as well. So I'm constantly just cycling
going through them.
Yeah. This year I'm like, well, might as well do them on the channel.
Yeah.
We're 14 minutes in, so we better get this. Sorry, I just want to catch on these. Got so many comments flowing in here. Evil Bread, trust me, you're not missing much with Freddy's Dead. It's a total slug to get through. I don't know. It's kind of fun if you don't take it too seriously, but it's definitely getting down there in terms of quality. I will say not as bad as Dream Child. I go back and forth on which is worse between Freddy's Dead and Dream Child. I like that Alice is in Dream Child, so that usually kind of puts it above for me, but we'll see.
You know, actually, really, the last time I watched Dream Child, which wasn't that long ago, I had watched it maybe a month or two ago. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. And I prefer 5 over 4 now. But as a kid, I preferred 4 over 5. I don't know why. There's something about it. I definitely...
I do. I definitely prefer 4 over 5, for sure. Rusty. I watch 1 and 2 often. I can't watch 3 and 4, but that's about it. See, I can watch them all, but I do find I don't necessarily. I'm never like, oh, I want to watch Freddy's Dead. Let's put that one in first.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not like dying to skip it when I get to it.
Yeah.
Versus like when I watch something like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you watch like the first one, second one, and skip a few. Watch the reboots and the reboot prequel, and then you're like done.
Yeah. I would agree. Which I haven't seen. Okay, again, I haven't seen 3 or 4 of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've seen the kill counts, whatever.
They're okay first time watches, I would say. They're fun, but they're not good.
I'll definitely give them a watch at some point. It's just like growing up, like I didn't watch the original one until I was like 16 or 17. Wow. And I watched 2 for the first time last year. And then I saw the remake and then the prequel to that one. Those are the ones I always watch growing up. And my favorite would be the beginning. I love that one. And
the beginning's very well done. Yep. My favorite is actually the reboot, and then the beginning would be like in my top 3 as well, probably, if not number 2.
That one is and then my young kid brain didn't realize that it was a prequel.
Oh, really?
So of course, I don't know why. And maybe I just also didn't like pay attention either to what came out first, but like every time I got to the end, I was like, what the fuck? Why? You know, when she dies. And I was just like, why did she die? But I was like,
I know.
And I got older, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Of course she would die because it's a prequel to the first one.
Oh, 1 second, Disney. I think I hear some. I don't know if it's me. I can hear my voice like come back to me when I speak. I don't know if it's coming from. You have headphones in?
No.
No. Okay, maybe I think I'm hearing my voice come back over. I'm not sure.
I don't hear it on my side.
Okay, maybe it's just me being crazy. I don't hear it anymore. I don't think. No, I don't hear it anymore. I'm just being crazy.
Going crazy.
Oh, Jonathan made it. Just want to. Peter says, Destiny, it's okay to fall asleep during Freddy's Dead. It's horrible. Don't fall asleep, though.
Don't fall asleep. I did. I just
Evil Bread.
Turned it off.
Evil Bread mentions Kelly Rowland dropping the F-bomb. Yeah, I actually forget about that until I watch Freddy vs. Jason, and then I'm like...
yeah, it's so just...
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, it's 2003, so it's like right in the line of things beginning to get a little bit better.
And apparently, that was improvised by her. I don't think that was in the script. I think she just kind of said it. I'm like, really? Yikes. We couldn't have said anything else. It does fucking make you stop in your tracks, though. But not for the right reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil Bread says, Danielle Harris couldn't play a 15-year-old in Halloween 6 when she was like 17, but she could play a 17-year-old in Arzy's Halloween when she was about 35. It's not that she didn't... or she couldn't play it. Mm-hmm. They didn't ask her to, or they didn't offer. What was it? They didn't call her or something, wasn't it?
She was 17, and so she had legally went and got something you can do to say you are a legal adult. Yeah, but you have to pay for it, and it was like $3,000 or something. So she went and did it, but they wouldn't give her the money back that she did in order to make the movie, and so she didn't do it because they wouldn't pay her the money back that she just spent to be able to do the movie. So,
dirty.
I know. They did it dirty.
I'm glad that we didn't get to see her get thrown on whatever that device was in that the shredder thingy.
Yeah, the what's it? Hay bell thingy. I think the.
Oh, is that what it is? I have
don't
no
know,
idea.
Honestly.
I don't know.
I haven't been to many farms. I'm not up to date with my farm.
I have. I still don't know what any of it is.
I've never seen one.
Evil Bread says no shade to Danielle. Of course not.
No, she's great.
Oh, hey Heather. Nice to see you.
Hi, Heather. Where's my water?
Heather just got home from kindergarten, open house. All the teachers and principal were so wonderful. Oh, that's awesome. I suppose they're kids, so it wouldn't be too bad. But as a teenager, I was worried about my parents going to talk to my teachers and stuff. I was like, what are they going to say?
I was really liked the open house part because you got to wear I would always wear one of my new school outfits to go see everyone, get my schedule. everyone's posting their
yeah.
schedule so I can see who we have classes with. That was always pretty fun.
Oh, one comment from Misty from earlier. I'm just not a big Freddy fan. He doesn't scare me. He can only hurt you in your dreams. Obvious to me anyway. To beat Freddy, just wake up. Yes, but what if you're going like 4 or 5 days trying to like stay awake from Freddy, and then you just can't wake up? Like you get into like a deep sleep of like 2-3 hours. You can get away from him, but only for so long. And you can't really run away from him. You can fly somewhere, but you fall asleep, he's still going to be able to get you.
But yeah, Freddy also never scared me. Like as a kid, I never thought he was scary.
No, the movie hasn't started. Oh, really?
My aunt was terrified, and it was pretty funny because I used to fuck with her about it, because like we went somewhere and they had a glove, and I was like tapping the fingers on the window and stuff. And then when the remake came out, we were at my cousin's sleepover, and all the girls were on the ground like in their like sleeping bag, and the preview the trailer came on for the remake, and she stepped on the girls like running to get to the other side so she wouldn't have to see the trailer. She was terrified of Freddy Krueger.
Do you see the comment down below?
Yeah, I'm just ignoring it.
Nice to see you in the comments there, Chad. We're gonna no, we haven't started the movie at Good Reel, so everyone who's gonna watch the movie with us tonight, we're gonna start it in approximately like 1 minute, just so you know, so you can get ready. We're at I'm at 0. What are you at, Destiny?
I'm on the main menu, or like
main menu.
The menu, yeah.
Do you want to just like click in and pause, and you'll be at and pause it at 0?
Just does what I want it to do.
Jonathan says TCM is coming 2022 and going to have a very different approach to the franchise. I hope so, because the last like 2 Texas Chainsaw movies were not good, especially the 2017 one. It was, I don't know if you've seen that one, Destiny.
I haven't seen Leatherface. No,
it's not good. It's
That's
very
what I've
bad.
Heard.
It's almost like it's something else.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to repeat myself again. I have seen the kill count for it, and yeah, it doesn't feel or look like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, like at all. No,
it's supposed to be a prequel to the original and also the 2013 one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's horrible. I'd have no reason to ever watch it again until I do a ranking for the channel, and then I'll literally never watch it again.
Yeah, that's what. And I know it was like shot like overseas, and it was a bunch of like foreign like actresses and everything and actors, so it very much feels not in line at all with any of the other movies.
Yeah,
because everything about it feels very
off.
Yeah, definitely.
MC says, "Hey, chat alert." Just says, "Trust me, insomnia is my friend. I rarely sleep no more than 4 hours at a time. That's all he needs. He just needs a minute to get you."
Oh man, 4 hours at a time.
Sometimes I usually wake up like once every hour and like turn over and go back to sleep. It sucks.
My cat one night, he woke me up every hour, every single hour. I was very annoyed.
Cats can be the bastards like that.
I know, just coming in and meowing. And I'm a light sleeper too, so any noise wakes me up. So I wake up pretty often throughout the night.
And it doesn't help when you have like a cat walking all over you.
No, literally, just stepping on me. And he has like a cone on, so if he hits his head on anything, or like when he hits it, it makes like a louder noise. It's like the ding. I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Just get out.
Get out.
All right, you guys in the comments ready to go? Everyone who's watching with us, we got 12 people watching right now. You guys ready to get this started?
I am.
Yeah, I got my remote here. The way it's going to work is I'm just going to count backwards from 5, and when I say go, click play then. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and then do it then.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let's see if everyone... You guys ready? I just want to see at least one yes. Okay. Rob's ready. Okay, we don't start yet, Rob. We're going to start here in a second. I'm going to count back in a second. All right. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna start. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right.
It's actually been quite a while since I've seen this one. Usually, like I said, I usually watch them every year, but this past October, I didn't get a chance to watch them because I was doing stuff for the channel and watching all these other movies, and so it's been like maybe like 2 years since I've got a chance to watch them all. Darkness strikes. I used to have this song on my phone, one of my old phones.
Really?
Yeah. Robert Englund. When I was a kid, I was like, "Is his name England or England? Or England? Like I thought he was England, like England or England." I was like, "Is it spelled England or England?"
What is it? I like this like credit scene.
Same.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think the song. I actually like the song too. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Toronto Freddy, how's it going? Evil Brad, I love how Robert gets taught billing. This film really goes to show this is where the shift went to Freddy as the focal point. Yeah, this is when Freddy became like a movie star for sure.
Mm-hmm. This is the pop culture icon right here.
Yeah. Dream Warriors was like what solidified him as an icon, and then this is just like Freddy being Freddy at this point.
It's like turned up.
Yeah,
sure.
he's turned up. Yeah. Hey, Emily. Emily says, "Hey, Miss C. It wasn't smooth, but everything worked out during my move. I'm fully in my new place." Oh, you got a new place. I'm also going to get a new place soon.
Ooh. Congratulations,
It's stressful.
Emily. Yeah. It's not fun. Even like, so we moved in from one bedroom to a different bedroom.
Mhm.
Even that was stressful. And we're still in the same house. And it took weeks to get it done.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It was not fun.
Yeah, I hate
But-
moving, period.
Yeah, it's not.
Jonathan says Tuesday Night was pretty good in the movie. I agree. I do like Tuesday Night. I would prefer if we had Patricia Arquette, but I do like Tuesday Night.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Kaflet says Robert Englund's favorite part in the film was the time loop because it seemed like a visual of a dream that keeps repeating itself. Yeah, I like that scene in the movie too, where they just keep getting stuck in the same scene over and over again. It takes a little bit to realize.
That's pretty cool.
Toronto Freddy says, "Don't forget to slash that like button. I'll get you in your fucking nightmares." Thanks, Toronto Freddy.
Thank you, Freddy, doing the Lord's work for us.
Yep. You guys better listen to him and hit that like button, or he's coming for you. Good reel. Boom. It's Emily.
I remember as a kid, I didn't know what a crucifix was. So
Yeah.
I would just always skip that line because I didn't know what that was.
It was definitely the same for me. I wasn't quite sure what that was when I first started hearing this little nursery rhyme. And eventually I was just like, what's a crucifix? On Google or something like that.
Oh, yeah, it's just, okay, it's a cross, okay. Got it.
Evil Bread says Freddy was hosting MTV specials by this point. I think this is when Freddy Nightmares was released too. Oh, okay, that would make sense. I've actually never seen any of Freddy Nightmares.
I haven't either. Or the Friday the 13th, the show that they had for it. I didn't watch that either.
Jason's not in that at all, so I don't even care if I watch it really. I have seen it though.
And I don't think Freddy's in them too much either for this.
He's in like a couple episodes, I guess. He's always the host of each thing, but he doesn't really always get involved. The star though of the Friday the 13th TV show, the guy is in Jason Goes to Hell though. That's like the one connection between them.
That's pretty cool, at least. I think it's something.
Something, yeah. Chad says Freddy was a full-blown pop icon. Yeah, he was. There was a music video for him in Dream Wars. I'm pretty sure there's a music video for him for this one as well. Is it Tuesday in the US? Yes, it is Tuesday. Destiny is in the US, and I am in the good old Canada.
Canada.
Evil Bread, very rare appearance by Jump Rope Boy. Yeah, sometimes the boy's there, and sometimes he's not. It's not with every movie for sure.
Yeah, it's usually not. You don't really see too much of a boy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Jonathan, it's 2:30 a.m. in South Africa. My God, Jonathan, you're a soldier. How are you still awake?
Honestly, I don't know the last time I stayed up till 2:30.
I can do it if there's like something I'm super excited for, but for the most part, if it's just like a regular night, I'm just like, I'm dead. I'm going to sleep.
Lately, my latest has been like 11. I used to, for a while, like I was going to bed at like 9:30, because like I open in the morning, so I wake up pretty early. But I've been going to bed at like 10:30 to 11. I'm getting up at like 4:40. I think less sleep is doing me better for some reason. I don't feel as tired.
I'd be miserable if I came in that early. I wouldn't be nice to anybody.
It's definitely hard, especially when people are dumb first thing in the morning. You're like, oh, come on.
Yeah, I'd be like, don't talk to me for 2 hours.
Tell them, sorry, like the kitchen isn't open because we just walked in 3 minutes ago. And then they say, can I get the number 16? No. Did you not hear what I said?
You're not listening.
You're not listening to me. One time someone
Stupidity
told us,
leak.
I literally said, I'm sorry, right now our kitchen isn't open. We're only serving drinks. You want to know what they said? Can I get the number 15? I said, I'm sorry, our kitchen is open. We're only serving drinks. We all need to come in earlier. People have to work. I'm at work. You're not at work. I'm at work before you are.
Entitled people.
I know. I was like, well, if you wait another fucking 20 minutes, you can get food. But right now, you can't. Nothing's turned on. Or, like, nothing's even remotely ready to cook. So.
Interesting. Toronto Freddy says, Freddy is the biggest merchandised horror icon to this day. Is that true? Is he, like, bigger merchandise-wise than Jason and Michael? No, it wouldn't surprise me.
Because I think there's a lot more stuff coming out for Freddy, like, merchandise-wise. Like, action figures and all that. Like, I think everything he was doing became, obviously, like, bigger. And that's why, to me, he is, like, the most, like, iconic horror villain. And I think the merchandise also really helps solidify that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Jason and Michael, but Freddy is just such a... He's my favorite horror villain. I don't know if Nightmare is my favorite horror series, but he's my favorite horror villain.
Mm-hmm.
Chad says Freddy's like the Crypt Keeper. In Freddy Nightmares, yeah, that's basically what he's like, is the Crypt Keeper in that.
Oh. It's kind of cool.
Missy says Toronto Freddy is the only Freddy that scares her. Yes, you should sub to Good Real Hunting. They're great guys over there. Great channel.
Lots of great stuff over there.
Baby's on Fire or G-Ray Gods to Jesus runs through my head every time I see the words South Africa. Okay. Freddy and the Fat Boys. Chad, Destiny is in Mexico right now.
Yeah, because that's where I live. For sure.
Toronto Freddy. Jason couldn't even get his own TV show right. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking calling it Friday the 13th and not having any Jason in it. That was the stupidest idea.
Yeah, because what I know about it is from the Camp Crystal Lake Memories, the documentary, when they had like that segment. But before that, I didn't know like really anything about it. I didn't even know there was a TV series, and I was just like, what?
It's literally just like mystery of the week kind of thing. I'm pretty sure. So. Evil Bread. It's 1:30 a.m. here in Scotland, but I'm 30 years old on Saturday, so weekend night has started. Well, that's fair.
Scotland. Everyone's from everywhere. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome having a diverse audience like that. I'll be
Yeah.
joining him in the big 3-0 in March.
Hell yeah. That's pretty
Almost
cool.
30.
Almost 30. I'm going to be 23 this year. You don't look 29.
Thank you. Honestly, right now I look tired.
That was the most sincere thank you. No, I thought you were like honestly like 24.
Yeah, I don't know. I just got that youthful look, I guess. I'm just kidding.
I mean, yeah.
No, if I shave my beard off, you should see how young I look. It's like insane.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I. No, I don't. I thought I had my grad photo. It's like the last time I had my beard actually shaved off was when I was in graduating.
Yeah.
And yeah, I look like a baby.
It's about the time I shaved mine too.
Yeah.
After graduating. Yeah. Hasn't grown back since. It's been pretty weird.
It's lucky. Low maintenance.
Yeah, saves me a lot of time.
Some Kincaid and Joey action. Like you said, it's nice to see them back together, but it doesn't feel quite right with not having the right Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
Probably for the last time you've read. Yeah, I would agree. I was doing a live stream on Zach's Justice League at 4:40 a.m. this morning. Some of us are night owls. You were watching Zack Snyder's Justice League at 4:40 in the morning? You must really like that movie.
4:40. Oh man.
It's good, but I couldn't watch it that late at night. It's kind of a slow burn.
It's funny because like to me, I don't see it as like it's late at night. I see like it's early because to me that's me waking up to start
your day.
Yeah. At 4:40, I can't remember last time I stayed up till then.
I can remember it was actually like last week. We had a huge party here, and it was gone. The last people didn't go home, and there were still people at the hot tub at like 5:45 in the morning.
Oh my god!
It was fun, but I want people to go.
Like find me passed out in just some room on the floor. Probably.
Well, I'm just like ready to go to bed, and yet there's this like party still happening.
Mm-hmm. And usually
it's fun,
we host stuff like we've had like Halloween parties before and like Christmas parties for like me and my friends.
Yeah.
But usually, some people stay the night, but usually like 2 a.m. is when I'm like done. Just
goodbye, people.
And literally like I'll tell them like y'all can stay up, y'all can do whatever. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Trust y'all. Good night.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Yeah, this was our first big like our restrictions were all rolled back. Not all rolled back, but were eased a bunch. And this was like the first big party in forever. So it was fun.
Oh yeah.
Toronto Freddy, yes, I am from Canada. I'm in Nova Scotia and Halifax.
Nova Scotia.
Let me see here. I was getting behind these comments.
Canucker. That's funny.
Fellow Canuck. I would still be awake around 4:30 a.m. Jeez, some night owls here.
I know. I wish I was a night owl. Honestly, I miss being able to stay up late. Because like in high school, I would stay up late because I would also work late too. And so I would be used to staying up till like midnight every night. And then on the weekends, like 1 or 2 a.m. Now, no.
I go back and forth. Sometimes I'm a night owl, and sometimes I'm like ready to go to sleep by 10:30.
There's been some nights I fall asleep at like 6:30 on accident, just like laying down, watching something. I get comfortable and I'm out, and then I'm out for the night. Like I can't wake up.
Evil Bread says, I actually love the whole daydream aspect they set up, but it wasn't capitalized. It just felt people were sleeping for the purpose. Yeah, I always felt it was like, I guess, once Alice gets Kirsten's power, I just felt like she was drifting off herself and then accidentally pulling people in. I guess she's just able to make people fall asleep with that power, like kind of how like Nancy was awake in part 3, and then when Kristen pulled her in, she kind of got tired, fell backwards, and fell into the dream or whatever. I think it's kind of similar thing like that. Like she must nod off herself first, and then accidentally pulls in the closest friend she's thinking of or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It's not necessarily always executed the best, though. Evil Bread.
Mm-hmm.
Evil Bread. You're 23. I'm rotting away. Dead emoji. Peter, I'm twice as old as Destiny, for real. Yeah, you don't worry about it, Peter. You don't look old. What?
I'm usually like the young one whenever I do anything with anyone. I'm always like the youngest, except for me and Chase. Me and Chase are the same age. So, but
oh yeah,
Chase, out of all my friends, he's the closest.
See, when I first saw Chase, I thought he was like 19 or so, and I guess 23 is not that, or he's 22, 23. Is that what you said? You're same age as you, 23?
Or
yeah, so
I don't think he's 23 yet, but if he's not, he is turning 23 this year.
Yeah, I guess it's 19 isn't that far off from that, but I remember when I heard he was, I think I did hear he was 23, and I was just like, what?
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm so old. I'm the only one. Or not. I suppose I'm 30, and like Chris is about the same age as me too, isn't he? But
yeah, he's 29.
Yeah,
pretty sure. So yeah.
And then J-Man's 42, I think.
Yeah. Something like
I'm not
that.
exactly
Dan's
sure how
close
old.
to me too. Well, Dan's like in the middle of us. He's 25.
Oh, okay.
So.
Do you know how old Brett and Brad are?
I want to say 30 as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Brad is definitely 30.
Yeah. It's not old.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. You tell yourself convincingly.
No, I don't even consider like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't drop an age I consider old.
To me, old is like 70 and 80. Like to me,
yeah,
that's
definitely, definitely 70, 80. Yeah, like 40, 50, even like a lot of the actors we see that have been around for a while are like 50 to 60 or like early 60s, and you don't even know. Like you never
Barbara
guess
Crampton,
that. So.
Barbara Crampton's 63.
Yeah, so it's like
what?
Yeah, once you're around like I guess maybe like 65 plus, we'll say.
That's when you're getting up there.
You're deemed getting up there.
You're getting up there. Did you watch Jacob's Wife?
Jacob's Wife? No. I should watch that.
Yeah, it has Barbara Crampton in it. She does get out a titty. And I was pretty not surprised because she's obviously done it before, but just surprised that she is still doing it. I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. Because, most people, once they reach a certain age, they're deemed like, it's like you lose your sex appeal or whatever. And I was like, you go, Barbara Crampton. Yeah. She's awesome.
Hell yeah. Jonathan says, non-horror question, but anyone excited for the He's All That trailer tomorrow? I didn't even know there was a He's All That coming. Do you mean She's All That? Is there a She's All That reboot coming?
I don't know. I don't think I've seen She's All That, honestly.
Oh, really? I think you would like that.
Who's in it?
I don't remember the names of the actors.
Is that the one? Does that have Freddie Prinze Jr. in it? Or is that a different movie?
Honestly, I can't remember. I just remember it being a good movie. Have you ever seen Not Another Teen Movie? That's Not Another Teen Movie. Oh, really? Okay.
There's a lot of those kind of movies I have not seen.
Okay. But I suppose they're like early 2000s humor that this might be.
A lot of those. And I think it's also because, like, I was born in 98. And so, and usually if I was watching stuff, it was usually horror movies. So there's like a lot of like the rom-coms and stuff and like teen comedies that I've missed out that are like early 2000s and 90s, of course. But I'm trying to catch up on some of them, like, because I do like rom-coms for the most part.
I don't mind them sometimes. So if I'm if people are like, oh, we're watching this, I'll be like, okay, and I'll usually enjoy them, but I don't usually seek them out.
Yeah. Like, I watched 50 First Dates not that long ago for the first time. I really enjoyed that one. I thought it was pretty good.
Rob Kerr says, Destiny is a comic, I see.
Yes. I would say so.
She is very funny.
I try, but I try not to try too hard. I have a balance.
Oh, Toronto Freddy, he'll be 45 in January. 45 is the new 20 Toronto Freddy.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're saying. I've seen it.
Maybe not 45 specifically, but maybe 40 is the new 20.
40, anywhere 40 to 49 is the new 20s.
Toronto Freddy again. Zack Snyder's Justice League is the bomb. I really liked it, but I don't think I could rewatch it just again yet.
Is that the 4.5 hour one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet. Evil Brad, I don't know if the Breakfast Club came out by this point, but Kincaid, Joey, and Kristen are way inspired by them aesthetically. I could see what you mean there.
I could see what you mean for sure.
Yeah.
I think the Breakfast Club was that just 19.
Probably, it's definitely around, like, I think it might have been like just before this.
Okay. I don't know. That's a good movie though. I like the Breakfast Club.
Oh, we just lost Kincaid.
Oh, she has a U2 poster. How old is U2?
Old.
Jeez, I didn't know they were. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rob Kerr, 50 in June. Awesome, Rob.
50 is also the new 20.
Is everything the new 20? Something's got to be slightly older than everything else.
Okay, 50 is the new 21. How about that?
Okay. Evil Brad. Oh no, my last Halloween party before COVID lasted until like November 2nd.
That's pretty fun.
That's a crazy Halloween party. We had a pretty crazy Halloween party as well.
My parties don't get crazy.
Peter says, Destiny, tell Josh to get his ass to the U.S. for the Roseblood premiere. I definitely want to come. I would love to come to see the Roseblood premiere.
You know, I will, Peter. I don't know if I'm one to talk, though, because I'm also being forced pretty much to travel places. But Josh better get your ass there. So.
Hey, it's harder for me. I'm literally not in the same country.
Okay,
I could just drive there. Yeah, I know. But I definitely want to go. I would love to. I want to see that movie, and I assume Lara Park is going to be at the premiere. Like, I'd love to meet them and. Awesome.
The convention I went to, she was there.
Ooh.
I didn't meet her or anything. I didn't have anything for her.
Did you see her from a distance?
Well, okay. I was sitting because we had gone to the bathrooms, and I was sitting there in one of the chairs, like waiting, and I look over, and there she was, getting on the elevator, but the elevator was too long, so she took the stairs. And
Tina! Just shouting at her.
I love the whole pool waterbed. This is a waterbed.
This is a good kill.
And this coming up is my favorite Freddy line of the whole franchise.
This is really good, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I like it turning red with like the blood. I think that's pretty awesome. Oh, did we miss? Isn't it?
How's this for a wet dream? Wait, what?
Yeah, Linnea Quigley. Isn't she the girl that was on the poster?
I think so, yeah.
I think she is because she pops back up later in his chest.
Okay. Oh. What was that? Good reel. So I want to be in the creative meeting that decided that a dog peeing fire brings Freddy back. Yeah, I don't know what they thought about that. Like,
that just makes no sense.
My interpretation of it is, and not even an interpretation of that scene, but my reasoning for why Freddy came back is actually just Kristen's to blame, or whatever her name is. By her getting freaked out herself that Freddy was returning and bringing Joey and Kincaid in, it just stirred up enough fear that it was enough to bring him back.
Enough to bring him back, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes more sense than a dog just peeing.
Yeah. That's just the way the dream visualized it, because he wanted to like freak Kincaid out, I guess. I don't know. So Bert is 31 and Brad is 30.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right there with you guys soon. Rusty, age is state of mind. It's all how you feel and present yourself. Definitely.
I would agree. I'm 22, but I feel sometimes like I'm 60.
It's fair. I feel like a grumpy old man all the time.
I definitely feel like a grumpy lady, and my back always hurts, so that doesn't help.
This is good.
Dun, dun, dun.
Evil Bread. This is also a new line. We're really threatened by Hellraiser and Clive Barker. This is Resurrection and Freddy saying, "Come to Daddy" with all the chains, and it's major. Okay, so I didn't know they were threatened by Hellraiser, especially since like only the first two were good. So
That's funny.
the third one and fourth one are okay, but after that, it's just not good. All of them are worse.
The first two.
Watch the third one and the fourth one because that's like the ending of like the storyline. But
okay,
the everything else is just terrible. It's worse than anything in this Nightmare or this Halloween or Friday. Like nothing close.
That's what I've heard. They're pretty bad, and I wasn't even that big of a fan of the second one. So.
See, I do like the second one a lot, but the third one's good too, but it's a little more just like kill than the first two, I guess. And the third one is like half in space. So, or the fourth one, I'm sorry, is half in space.
Interesting. So. Doesn't the third one have what's his name? Ben from Parks and Rec? Have you seen Parks and Rec?
I have. Which one did you say? I don't remember.
Ben from that, is he in the third one? I think I heard that.
I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've seen them actually.
Someone
like I said, the first and second one are good, and the other ones I don't go out of my way to watch them too often. Jonathan hates when people call other people in their 30s old. Well, it's usually people who aren't close to that age yet that don't realize that it's not old. That it seems old from being young, like really young.
30s are when you're supposed to be like thriving. Your 20s are supposed to be kind of like
you don't really realize until you're like, I'm gonna say like here and around this age that like when you're 18, you're not an adult. You're still a kid. Like you don't think that back then, but like because when you're 18, you're like, I'm an adult. I can do whatever I want. Blah blah blah. But fast forward 10 years, then you're actually like yourself. Let me see here. Yellow Bread, trust me, once you get to your 30s, you start to feel old. But don't say that.
That's comforting news.
But then he also says life begins at 30. I would agree with that. I want to draw some blood. I like that scene.
That's pretty cool.
Toronto Freddy was born in 1977. Oh, Rob Kerr at Breakfast Club was 1985. What year is this one? 87. Was this one 1987?
I think part 2 might have been 1987. I don't know, honestly. Maybe it says it on here.
Part 1 was 1984. I do know that. That's all I know.
I know that.
Jonathan, that's all I know. Actually, yeah, I know another one, but Jonathan is 19.
This says 1988.
88. Damn it, I was close.
You were close.
Sleeping shifts at parties. Is that how that worked? The 2-day party? If you could all go back younger, would you? If I could go back to like, depends. Do I have all my knowledge from now? If I do, I would go back to I'd probably go back till I was like 14 and go from there.
Yeah.
If I knew everything that I know now. But if you go back and you just forget everything again, I don't know. What's the point? You're probably just going to end up in the same spot. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to go back to, like, visit, like, my dad and my grandma again. But
no, yeah.
Besides that, like, there's some things I would change about my life, but, like, ultimately, like, where I'm at now isn't, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't
yeah.
really change much of where I am now or who I am now.
No, yeah, that's what I was saying. If you do remember everything and you can go back and still remember everything, it would definitely make a difference because then you're not just like doing things for the first time. You're getting to see people you can't necessarily see anymore and re-experiences places you may have only been able to go to once and stuff like that and re-experience that again. And I don't know, you could potentially change the future, but I don't know. If you don't remember anything, it's just like you're just going back to relive everything all over again and not know it. So
I would like to go back knowing what I do know now, and then just taking the extra time to like really enjoy those moments, but only for like a few days. I wouldn't want to relive my whole life
everything
at that point. Just a few days to be back in that time.
Yeah. Trying to Freddy, my age is 44, but I don't act my age. Good.
Don't grow up. Don't need to.
Peter says all 3 will be at the premiere.
Hell yeah.
Killing me, Peter. I want to go.
You know where it's at?
Peter, where's the premiere at? He has told me. Just blanking at the moment. I agree. Good Real says go. I think he's saying go back and do the YouTube thing way earlier. Yeah, I would have started YouTube, or would have liked to have started YouTube when I was in high school. If I think I was probably not willing to like talk in front of crowds like this. Not that I have a giant crowd in the comments or anything, but like this would have been way too freaky for me. I think back then to be able to go online and talk in front of people and edit stuff and all that kind of thing.
I definitely regret it too, because like all in high school, like I still like watched horror and stuff, but I wasn't into it like how I am now. I just like watched it, but I always loved just makeup, just like normal makeup every day, you know, that sort of makeup, not so much like SFX, just normal makeup. And I wanted to have a YouTube channel of me just like talking about makeup, and I never did. But I regret that, because even though now I wouldn't do like the makeup thing anymore, I would definitely be doing this, but I could have still had a channel for a long.
You could have transitioned eventually over to something else. Yeah. No, I agree 100%. Yes, the remake, Evil Bread says, how's this for Wet Dream? A reference that made absolutely no sense in the remake. I hated that the remake just took everything and smashed it into one movie. It was like, do you remember this? Do you remember this line? Do you remember this? Like, that's what I felt like 90% of the movie was. And that's why I don't really like it.
Yeah, because that's the scene where, isn't that the one where she falls through the roof onto the bed, and then he's in the room and he like is like on top of her pretty much and like
I think so. Yeah,
because she's not even like wet from like the blood that she just came through, because it's all like, and I like the image of her like falling and everything's like coming off of her. I thought that was cool, but it doesn't make sense.
There's definitely
not even like covered in blood.
No, that there's a lot of stuff in the remake that doesn't make sense, and yet Brett Man defends the remake. But there are some things I like when she's in the classroom and she's like, I think she's like, wake up, and then everyone turns to ash around her.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, and I like the visual of that too.
Yeah.
And I know people say it's like kind of a cringe line when Rooney Mara, when she pretty much says the same thing Lori says, but like hers doesn't it? Because I think she says, because now you're in my world, bitch.
Yeah, she takes Lori's line. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't mind that. I prefer the way Lori says it, and I know people give her shit for that line too, but I really like that.
Well, I like that. I don't mind it for Diverge Station because he says it to her or something like that earlier.
Yeah.
And then she just says it back to him. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah.
It's definitely, they're just stealing her line. But, like, I was like, okay, that's cool, I guess.
It's better than the Friday reboot that's like, say hi to mommy in hell.
Yeah. Me and Chris, we did our, like, pre-recorded watch-along for that for Friday. And we were talking about that. It's like, I wouldn't have mind, like, if it was just say hi to mommy.
Yeah, if you say hi to mommy.
In hell, shut up, girl.
Too much.
And it's funny knowing, like, she didn't want that in there either. Like, she knew it was bad, but she still had to say it. I'm like, that really sucks. When you know people are going to, like, cream you for it pretty much, and you still have to do it.
Evil Bread was saying, you think they'd use that wet dream line when Quentin was in the swimming pool. I agree. That would have been a better time to use it.
Yeah. And I mean, in this, he says it to Joey. I think it would made more sense for him to also say it to Quinn, because girls, we don't really have.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more of a boy thing. So
it's somebody
yeah,
not thinking things through.
Yeah, no, they're just getting the fucking like best of hits of Freddy lines and putting them all into the one movie.
Red Rusty says he's 313.
313. Damn.
Tell me your secret.
I know.
Trying to Freddy, it was Jason that resurrected Freddy. Yeah, the dog's name was Jason.
It's Jason, yeah.
Chris says is 29, hitting 30, 30, flirty, and thriving.
30, flirty, thriving. And I think that movie also helped me, too, as a kid, when, like, she wants to be 30. She doesn't want to be 18. She doesn't want to be 21. She wants to be 30. And so when I think of 30, I do think of 30, flirty, and thriving.
Yeah. Well, this is our background. The claw going through the water.
Oh, cute. Yeah, there it is.
Rob Kerr. Nice. If 50 is like 21, like the host said, for me, that's 1993. So I started college, so I'd go back, but steal the Back to the Future card to go back and forth. Okay, but if you're going back and forth, you might start changing stuff unintentionally.
Gotta be careful. Time travel just freaks me out, honestly. I don't think I would.
I would time travel if I could.
I don't want to fuck with anything.
I would go back and maybe just see some stuff that I don't know, just see stuff that happened and just not interact, just see stuff.
Just see stuff. I would go back and like watch some of the classic movies in theaters.
Yes, that'd be really fun.
Just not fuck with any, just sit there and watch the movie.
I'd have to get like some money from the proper year, but I suppose if I can time travel, I can probably just pop into the theater.
Probably. That just make that your destination.
Yeah, just right into the seat. Good Real says 30 is a trap. And then Chris says anything past 15 is a trap.
Past 15. Done.
Evil Bread. Hey, I didn't say the worry about Hellraiser ended well. No. They don't have to worry too hard about Hellraiser. Got them so far behind the comments. Have you watched the new film Old Destiny? I have not seen it yet.
I have not yet. I've heard pretty mixed things about it.
Yeah, I've heard people say it's good and people say it's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, the scene's heartbreaking. We have to lose Kristen. You will not. Well, listen, Brett. He says it'll make me a remake believer. There are good things about the remake, but it doesn't need to exist. Like, it's just, like I said, it's just taking bits of all the other Nightmare movies and smashing them into one with a really flat actress that just doesn't care about the movie she's in the whole time. Like Rooney Mara, she completely phoned it in as Nancy. Like she wasn't even trying, I felt like. And the only thing that really stands out for me from the remake is the scene when she's in the store towards the end and she's running up the hall.
That's a great scene.
Yeah, she's running up the aisle and it's flashing in and out of the dream because she's having micro naps or whatever. Like, I love that. That's really great. But that's one
I like
part
that
of the
scene
movie.
a lot. The micro naps was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
I like Kyle Garner, so I was pretty happy to have him in that. I do agree. I think Rooney Mara, she just sucks the life out of every scene she's in.
Yeah.
The only part I like her in is really that line, and I do like I think she has like a good scream when I think she's like actually trying. Like there's a scene where she's screaming like, I gotta wake up, and she's like really screaming, like being held down into the bed. And I thought that was a good scene. I think in that scene she does well, but if it's just me saying like, oh, these two scenes I really like her, like that's not.
And yeah, it's
really
it's one thing good to have one scene, but like kind of got to be good for most of the movie.
Yeah, especially when you're Nancy. She
herself said that she didn't care about it, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she like shit talked it like years later and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
well, now we're shit talking you, Rooney Mara.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't feel bad because I'm like, whatever. And like, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and one of them had met the what's her name, Tina's boyfriend, the one that gets like arrested and stuff in the remake.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
They had met him, and even he was talking about like, yeah, they like everyone knew while filming it like it wasn't going to be good, just because like no one, they could just tell like this was not going to be a good movie.
Why do they even make it then? God damn it!
I know that sucks when you have like pretty much everyone, and it's
everyone
like
involved knowing it sucks.
It's like at least he tried in the movie, and I think he does pretty like well in the movie for like what he's like in it for. So it's not like him like just shit talking the movie, but saying like,
I think it's Keelan Lutz is his name.
Not that one. Okay,
him?
not the current boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend.
Oh, the guy from Terminator.
Jesse?
From the Terminator
I think
TV
his
show.
name's Jesse in the movie.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like sitting there like shit talking everything about it. He was just saying like they knew while making it, it just wasn't going to be good. But at least he still tried.
Yeah.
And you can tell he's putting effort into his fucking character.
Well, yeah, like the best for me, the best performance in the movie is from Katie Cassidy, who's I forget which character she plays, but like she should have been the main character. She brought like such a performance in the movie, only to be like killed off, and then things are handed over to Rooney Mara, and we know how that goes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The other day I was watching. Have you seen New Girl?
The show?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, I was watching it, and I think it was like season 3, episode 3 of the first season. She's in the show.
Oh, really?
And the first time I'd watched it, I didn't recognize her because I feel like she looks pretty different now than she did, even though that was 10 years ago. And not like a bad way. She just looks pretty like different. But I was watching it and I was like, I'm almost positive that's Katie Cassidy. And I looked up Katie Cassidy New Girl episode and it was her. And I was like, huh, I did not know that.
She starred in the TV show Arrow for the last like 8 years.
Mm-hmm. I heard about that. I never watched it though.
Yeah, I saw it. She was really good in it.
I think she's a great actress.
Yeah, I love her. I love her in everything she's in. Miss C says she's 54, but still a big kid at heart. All of you keep me feeling young. That's all you need. As long as you feel young, that's all that matters.
All that matters. I will be right back. I have to go get a water.
Sure thing. Evil Bread says, I love how her mother's drinking whiskey. She's clearly not aware her chalk white water is laced with pills. Yeah. Could probably be a little more observant. The regurgitated rehash of part 1 is chocked full of member berries. Oh yeah. It's just like, do you remember this line? Do you remember this line? This scene? That's what I hated about the remake. Jonathan, would you pick as Freddy for New Nightmare? What? Who would you pick as Freddy for a New Nightmare on Elm Street? Honestly, I don't think it matters. I think whoever they pick just needs to kind of sound like Robert, and they need to do him up to look like Robert's Freddy. Like they need to get it as close to Robert's Freddy as possible, in my opinion, or else it's just not going to feel like a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. They don't have to be perfect, bang on, exactly the same, but it needs to be like close. I think if they had put Jackie Earle Haley in the makeup, like Freddy's makeup from the original Nightmare movies, instead of what they did in the reboot, he would look. The movie would be a lot better if he was in Robert's makeup versus the makeup they put him in.
I agree, because he looks like this.
Yeah, he looks terrible.
I did not like it. I know they're trying to resemble more of like what a burn victim would look like, but like,
yeah,
it did not look good.
TCM and Evil Dead Rise are both going to follow Two Sisters. So is one of the Resident Evil live-action TV shows that's going to follow Two Sisters as well.
I've not seen any of those movies.
They're okay. They're just like fun. They're not. Yeah. They're definitely not blockbuster worthy or anything. Or not blockbuster, Oscar worthy.
Yeah, I have the first one, but that's it. But I haven't watched it yet.
Turner Freddy says, "Who the fuck is Nancy Halbrook?" Like Nancy Halbrook from Stranger Things? I know that's not who you're talking about. Jonathan, the guy from Hannibal series for me as Freddy. Oh, he's the villain in Doctor Strange, isn't he? So you're talking about I can't think of his name, but I know who you mean, Jonathan. Miss C, 54, no Botox, major surgery, no broken bones yet. Everything about my looks and body are natural, so I guess it's not too bad. Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah.
I've broken my leg before, but that's it. I was
Ooh.
younger when yeah, it sucked.
I haven't broken anything, knock on some wood.
It's not fun.
I'm
Toronto Freddy, they made it because Michael Bay is a jackass. The reboot, yeah, I could agree with that. Toronto Freddy also says that he likes New Girl.
So in high school, I'd watched it up to like the 4th season, and I'm really bad at like just watching shows unless it's Bob's Burgers or that 70s show. I can watch that all the time, but like anything else, I really struggle to like get through it all. So I got to the 4th season, and I think at this point there's 5, and I stopped, and now there's 7, I think, in total. So I'm restarting it all just to
I didn't know it was still going.
It's ended now.
It just ended.
I think the 6th season had some pretty. I think that's when like the ratings were starting to.
And they went down.
Off. Yeah.
I can't believe Grey's Anatomy is still going. It's completely random. But...
Yeah, but fucking people love that show.
I don't even know anybody who. Do you know somebody who actually watches it? Like I don't know anybody who watches it, but it's still going.
A lot of people at my job, they actually do watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
want to
watch
suck
it.
face.
I think I haven't even seen like a full episode. Like I don't like hospital stuff. I don't like doctory stuff. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
I think it would just make me nauseous all the time.
Yeah. The only doctory show that I really watched was House, but it got so repetitive after a while.
I did watch that when I was younger because like my mom would watch it, so I watched some of those. And he was like kind of funny, so at least he like made up for it.
It was definitely good, but just by the time like season 5 or whatever rolled around, it's like, oh, this mystery case has rolled in. Nobody knows how to solve it. Let's try this completely random thing. Oh, it worked. Yes, next episode. And it's just like that all the time.
My favorite thing was Criminal Minds.
Okay, I never watched much of that.
I stopped. Okay, I can't remember what season because that went on from like 2005, and that just ended like 2 years ago, maybe. So that went on like for a really long time. But at one point, one of the main characters leaves, and which broke my heart. I was ugly crying when he left. My friend has pictures of me like Snapchatting her because I was like having a meltdown. And then right after that, another character got fired. So you had 2 of your main cast leave, and then after that, I was just like, I don't want to watch it because it's not the same. Even though my favorite was always Spencer. Spencer has my heart, and he was on it until like it ended, but it just wasn't the same.
Yeah, when you start losing big main cast members, a show can change pretty quickly.
Yeah, it just didn't feel the same. I needed that banter that they had, but there's a lot of people that showed up in Criminal Minds. Robert Englund was in an episode.
Yeah, a lot of guest stars.
Like one of the he worked at like the BAU. Tim Curry, he was in like a 2-part episode, and it was really good. Fucking C. Thomas Howell from The Hitcher.
Yep.
Oh my god, he was a bad fucking guy, and he was in like a few episodes because it would like he would show up here and there, but he was in like the
he always plays a bad guy.
He was in the finale, and he fucking was so he killed someone off that was very special in the show, and even watching it now, I still cry. I know it's coming, and it hurts so bad. He was pretty good though.
Evil Bread says, I think Jackie would make a good Freddy. In Little Children, he plays really fucked up predator character. You can tell they hired him for backed out last minute. Okay, I don't think I saw that.
That he played like a predator and something else. I was like, don't want to get typecasted as that. Yeah.
Oh, Jonathan says, first look for Scream 5 photos are coming this Friday. First look photos for Scream 5 coming this Friday.
Ooh.
I'm excited for it, but I'm so nervous about Scream 5. I don't want Sydney, Dewey, or Gail to die. I really don't.
I don't either. I really don't. And I know people are like, what's the point if you're not going to kill any of them off? It's just like, I just don't want any one of them to die.
If they make it through Scream 5, I'll be perfectly happy. It won't bother me one bit.
Because like that was like a lot of people's issues with Scream 4. But it's just like, I don't know. It's like there's something about these characters, like I just don't want any of them to go. Like I love them all. I don't want them to go.
It almost like it's like, what's the point of surviving the previous 3 or 4 movies if they're just going to die in the next one? You know what I mean? So I want them to. I want them to live, even though there's like 10 years between these movies now. But
it's just like I don't care. I don't. And that's what I was trying to think. Like, well, if one of them had to go, who would it be? I was just like, well, definitely not Sydney. If Sydney gets killed off, like I will actually be like.
I'll walk out of the theaters if Sydney dies in that movie. I would literally get up and walk out.
Fucking punch someone.
Yeah.
If you kill Sydney, like I'm done. I am done. I will not.
I would consider the movie non-canon probably, because it's as a not a Wes Craven movie. If they killed off Sydney, I would never watch it again.
No, you can't kill Sydney off. I feel like
no.
And there's really like other final girls. They do like Heather dies and like Dream Warriors, but like that, I don't know. There's just something about Sydney that's just like you don't kill her off.
Well, I feel like Laurie shouldn't have even died in Resurrection either. Like I don't think that was right for Laurie Strode. No,
not at all. And I think at this point, like, I do think Laurie's going to die in one of the new Halloween movies. But to me, like, that's fine because, you know, she's older now. Like, we've reached kind of like the point to where if she were to die in it, I would still be upset when she does, but like, I wouldn't be angry at it, you know? If they both die together, I wouldn't be angry.
Now, see, if they die together at the end of Ends, I would be okay. But the thing is, if they do another Halloween movie set after Ends and they just bring Michael back somehow, then it defeats the whole purpose of her sacrificing herself. You know? So
I think after this, there shouldn't be any sort of continuation, like going forward in the story. If they're going to do something like that, just wipe the slate completely clean and just reboot it again and remake it again, but not anywhere near the future. I would say like years and years later.
You know what I would like to see is since they went back and picked up after a sequel, like not a random sequel, but up after the first one for 2018, I'd like to see them go back to either Halloween 4 or 5 and pick up after one of those and just bring back Danielle Harris as Jamie.
I agree with that. Yes.
And just say X amount of so many years later, say he broke out at the end of 5 and he's been gone for 30, 40 years, however long it's been.
And I'm kind of surprised, which like I feel like Danielle Harris would do it because like obviously she'll get paid for it.
I think she would.
And I feel like I'm like kind of surprised no one has yet. Or maybe people are.
They might after this trilogy, maybe.
I would love to see her come back. Yeah. I want to see her come back so bad. Playing Jamie, that would be very cool to see.
Oh, our favorite scene is coming up.
Oh, yay.
Good reel. Destiny broke the rule. She ain't coming back. What rule is that?
Oh, I think I said, I'll be right back.
Oh, right.
Go get my water.
I'm going to jump down here. Sorry, I thought someone was going, so just being facetious. Oh, hey there, Wolfman. How's it going?
Hi, Michael.
Oh, see you later, Jonathan. Have a good night.
Bye, Jonathan. Damn. It's probably like 3 now. Maybe past 3 a.m.
Oh, wait. Did we lose Jonathan and I think Toronto Freddy's gone too. See you later, Toronto Freddy. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, God.
Evil Brad, I don't know why Danielle wasn't just cast as Laurie's daughter. I know. That's what I wanted. Like, it would have been perfect reference to have just bring in Danielle Harris as Jamie in Halloween 2018 and then have them have what's-her-face who is still the granddaughter. Like, that would maybe they thought it would have confused people seeing her back, but fuck it, who cares? They're already confusing people.
That's what I said. People said, "Oh, it's too confusing." It's too confusing. You know how fucking people. You know how many people are
cares?
still confused to this day about. I'm in a Halloween fans group. Okay, I can't tell you how many fucking questions are asked. So are they not related? Are they related? What's the like? What's canon? So I really don't think it would have fucking mattered. Because no matter what, people are still going to be confused.
Well, it's honestly stupid as fuck that Halloween 2018 even erased Halloween 2 because, like, they say they went through it so that there was no reason for him coming after Laurie. He just did. But hello, he still came after her, and then they're going against each other for the whole fucking movie anyway.
I
So
know.
it's like, what's the point? Just keep Halloween 2.
That also
way,
really bothered me. Because it's just fucking lazy. And that's like my biggest complaint with 2018 is, oh, we're going back to the original. This is new. No. Because all you did was create lazy plot points to fucking get them back together. Have them be related.
Just have them be related.
Just have them be related. Don't do that. That really bothered me. Because it's like,
you could say he didn't even know. You could say he just like happened to come across her, even if you want it to still be kind of mysterious. But like, because it's not apparent that he's her sister in the first one or anything like that. It just kind of happens. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just think it's completely unnecessary to erase Halloween 2. It just, I suppose that he gets all set on fire at the end and all that, but like, whatever. I don't care.
It doesn't matter. Like, it just does not matter.
No.
Because like the scene whenever after he just killed Vicky, you know, and Laurie shoots at him, and all he does is just like walks out. He's not even bothered by her.
Yeah.
And then then he's trying to kill her.
Yeah.
No, I think it was really just dumb on that part. I would have much rather just have them be related.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, they're still always going to come back to each other. So give it that familial bond to tie them together, not just
it would also make Laurie's trauma make more sense because she was only chased by Michael for like 7 minutes, and there's 10 minutes or something like that in the original Halloween. 2 of her friends died. 2 or 3 of her friends died for sure. They weren't killed right in front of her. Nobody died in front of her. Like she saw the bodies for like a second. Now jump into Halloween 2. There's all kinds of dead bodies all over the place. She sees the nurse get killed. Like if all the things from Halloween 2 happened to her still in 2018, then I would understand her wanting to be like ready for Michael's return because he came back that night for her.
He returned.
Yeah. Versus being caught and put in prison right away within like half an hour. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I 100% agree. It definitely it doesn't, because like she's all fucking like rogue and stuff in 2018. Yeah. It's like, really?
They're originally going to have her crash the bus.
Yeah.
Which is, if they did that, it would ruin Halloween 2018, I think, if they had done that.
Because again, why? Like, I know you want him dead, but like, why would you even give him that opportunity to escape?
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Good real Kung Fu Freddy SMH. Yeah. Stupid.
Yeah.
Evil Brad, as if people wouldn't be confused by the 6 timelines. Yeah, like who gives a fuck? The people who are going to go see the movie, if the movie's good, people are going to go see it.
Yeah.
So if Jamie showed up in Halloween Kills in the trailer, people would be like, "What? This makes no sense, but I'm so excited."
Exactly. And then you have like, because like obviously not just horror fans and not just Halloween fans, like so many people just went and saw the Halloween movie.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would have been even more like special for Halloween fans if it was Danielle Harris, because like not only are we seeing Laurie, we're seeing Danielle Harris, and they've never been
on
together.
Yeah.
And imagine the fucking fights.
Such a missed opportunity.
The fight scenes with them that we're probably going to see, like, I think it would just make much of a bigger impact on.
If it was Jamie or Danielle, yeah, I 100% agree. I like Judy Greer, but it should be Danielle Harris.
Yeah, and like I know a lot of people do hate her in 2018. To me, like I don't mind her that much
because I hate her.
I see like why she is, and people are like, "Oh, she's so flat," and it's like I think she's supposed to be withdrawn, and I think at this point, like her emotions just aren't there.
Well, she's like
raised.
Well, she's like in her 40s or whatever, or like late 30s, 40. She's been trained probably from like 0 to like 18 by her mother for somebody who never broke out once in that timeline. So she's probably thinking, why the fuck should I be worried at all here 40 years later for some guy who's been in prison the whole time? Like, she's kind of thinking logically, whereas Laurie's like, oh my God, this guy chased me for 20 minutes and now he's going to break out in 40 years.
He's coming back for me.
Yeah.
Oh, missed opportunities. Missed opportunities, for sure.
Goodreal says the first Purge is confusing. I only saw it once. I don't remember it being confusing. I just remember it being kind of
I think he just means the title. Because if you say the first Purge, you have to kind of clarify if you're talking about the actual first or if you're talking about
the original.
The fourth.
The original or the fourth,
like,
yeah.
I
mean, it's no easier than...
Different.
It's better than having 3 movies called Halloween.
Yeah. Because it's like, and whenever I say, so if I ever say Halloween, I'm talking about the original. Rob Zombie's Halloween, obviously. And then if I talk about 2018, I say Halloween 2018.
Yeah, I always say. They should have just called the movie Halloween 2018, honestly. It's 40 years later.
That's what pretty much everyone fucking calls it. Anytime I hear someone talk about Halloween 2018, it's usually Halloween 2018. Like, oh yeah, because you have to fucking clarify what we're talking about. Yeah.
I hate that Scream 5 is called Scream. It really bothers me.
I know. It's like, I know it's for like marketing, because if you put a fucking number in there, less people... It's like...
But they could have called it like Scream Returns.
I would have liked Stab.
Stab would have been great.
I know people may not be like drawn, but I think once they realize it is a Scream movie, people still go see it. It's just called...
They just got to put Ghostface in the trailer and they'll know.
Yeah, exactly. I think it should have just been called Stab. How fucking cool would that? That would have been amazing for it to be just Stab.
Hey there, local legends. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Ooh, Matt Facci's in the comments here. Yes, we're talking some Halloween.
Some negatives, some positives. Well, not just missed opportunities, really.
What do you think of Debbie?
Of who?
Debbie,
her friend?
Yeah.
The one with the big hair?
Yeah.
I like her. I don't really mind her. I think most of these characters are pretty two-dimensional, you know? Like, and I wish they were given more, but I like her. I think she's fun. And she has big hair, which is pretty cool.
I like all the 80s characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, none of them bothered me except for the brother. The brother just because he's annoying.
I just don't like his death scene. I actually don't even mind him himself.
The death scene is very bad,
Yeah. Evil Bread, the only thing I think they would need to retcon is the burning at the end of Halloween 2, but also he manages to survive a basement fire until the rescue services arrive and Halloween kills. Yeah, so it's like they burned him either way, so... I don't know. I just think they should have left in Halloween too. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
And it would have made even more sense because then he would have been so badly hurt that they would have had him locked up for 40 years, and it would make more sense than having a fresh prime Michael not escape even once.
Mm-hmm.
But
I agree. I remember like watching. So like whenever I was watching all the Halloween movies, because those were like my go-tos, but especially like 4 and 5. But I remember at one point, this was like after Rob Zombie's Halloween came out. I remember one morning I was like on the way to school and I was like, wait, Mom, does that mean in the original Halloween that they weren't related? Because I just had like the realization. And I guess it's because like that's how I always knew them were like siblings, because that's how I watched them. But it really just hit me. I was like, holy shit, they weren't related in the first one. Just one random morning. I was like, huh, interesting.
Yeah, the only time they were ever related in the first one is when they did a TV airing of the original. They added in extra scenes.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's non-canon, so.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever even seen, and I watched them on TV.
I did once.
Yeah, I've never seen those like versions of them.
I did once and I don't remember it.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of the scenes, and one of them, the mom is like, she either says like, you're not my daughter, or I'm not your mother, something like that. It's like, that's a weird thing for a foster parent to say. That's a little fucked up.
Yeah. Matt says he heard Halloween like a breeze rolling in. Yes.
That makes sense. I really like this scene of the movie when everything's being sucked into the screen. I thought that was pretty cool.
It actually reminds me a little bit of, not that this happens in the movie, but it reminds me of the Final Girls a little bit.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, when they get sucked into the movie. I just watched that again with two of my friends there the other day. Two of my friends and my somebody. And
you sound like my mom. That's whenever I would know.
But we just we all watched it. It was their first time seeing it, and they really enjoyed it. I actually really loved The Final Girls. It's such a good movie.
I watched that also like the other day for the first time ever.
What'd you think?
It fucked me up. I was like depressed the rest of the day.
Really?
So like I loved it. Don't get me wrong. It was a fucking great movie, but just like I lost my dad, and so like watching the parent stuff, I was just like, I can't do this, man. The rest of the day, I was just like, eating Taco Bell, just droopy face. The whole day.
I knew that she wasn't gonna be able to. I suppose I don't want to spoil Final Girls here. Just if you haven't seen Final Girls, people go watch it because it's definitely heartbreaking, but it's very good.
Oh, and did you know? Because while I was like watching it, I was, or maybe. Yeah, I think it was while I was watching Final Girls. I was looking through everyone's credits to see like what other like people have been in. The one that plays like the slutty girl in the Final Girls, she plays Harley in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. The one that's dressed up as Rocky.
Yes, I know exactly who you mean. Yeah,
I was just
clicked.
like, holy shit, because I had watched the Final Girls like the day before I had watched that. And I was like, oh my god, that's
the 80s counselor chick who's like dancing around.
Dancing everywhere.
I love that scene when she takes off the life vest and she's like
Adderall.
Yeah, the Adderall. That movie's so good.
It was really good. I need to buy it because I just rented it because I've been wanting to watch it for a while, and I just keep forgetting to order it, so I got tired of waiting, so I just rented it, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to buy this
100%.
ASAP.
I want a sequel. I'm hoping now that it's on Netflix, it like blows up and it gets a sequel.
I know it. Yeah, it needs one. Ew.
Evil Bread. Yeah, we spoke about this last time. With all due respect, I've had long encounters with awful assholes in my life. Harley, the personification of pure evil. Matt, we are good. We don't need Danielle Harris. I think we do. I like that we got her in the Rob Zombie movies, but I'd like to see her back as Jamie. I feel like she deserves it.
Me too.
Oh, hello, Twin City. How's it going?
Hi.
I don't know if I've had you in the chat before.
Twin City.
Rob Kerr, do you think Harris will show up in Ends? I don't.
I unfortunately don't.
I think if they were going to do Danielle Harris, they would have had her cast as Judy Greer's character.
And I would still welcome her to be like really any part, just to have her in it. I think it would be cool, but I don't know if I see it happening, but I would be happy to see her play like any part just to be in the movie. I don't want to see her just like immediately killed off. I would like to see her actually like, put up a good fight and stuff.
Yeah. I think it's a huge missed opportunity that they weren't able to get Paul Rudd back as Tommy Doyle from Halloween 6. I think that would have been such a nice little nod to Halloween 6.
Exactly. And then some people are like, oh, he's not going to beat it. I'm like, what's the difference if Danielle Harris, like, people are like saying like, no Danielle Harris, but they want Paul Rudd. I was just like,
what's the difference? It's going to confuse people either way.
It's the same thing.
Are people going to be like, well, are people honestly going to be like, oh, is this a sequel to Halloween 6? Most people are not going to think that if Paul Rudd is in the movie. So,
because I feel like a lot of people that will be going to see it, they don't even know who Tommy Doyle is because like not everyone has seen the original. So, I think mostly like, oh, there's a new scary Halloween movie coming out during October. Let's go see it because everyone wants to watch a scary movie because it's October.
It's like, oh, scary movie, Michael Myers. Let's go see it.
Okay, that's all you.
I think they should cater it towards the fans because we're the ones that are going to watch them over and over and over and over again. Like, give us the good shit.
Yeah, because like most just like average fans, they're just going to go watch it probably for that one time.
Yeah.
Us, we'll probably see it multiple times. We'll fucking buy the Blu-ray, the DVD,
multiple
whatever.
Releases,
like we're going to be the ones that are going to be talking about this for years to come. Most people are just going to go watch it for the one time.
Yeah. It should be catered for us a little bit. Evil Bread. I really think horror has the luxury of being able to skip continuity. You can bring the slasher back for the laziest reason, and people are fine with it. Yeah, I mean, usually they're pretty relaxed on the reason why horror villains come back, but I've never really had a problem with it. I mean, they're gonna come back somehow, so
Yeah, regardless, they are gonna make their ways. Like fucking the final chapter, you kill Jason off for good. They bring him back by resurrecting him.
Yeah.
So no matter what, they're always gonna come back, and there's always that opportunity of them just being resurrected like that, which I'm kind of happy. Like Michael Myers has never been brought back to life from like lightning. I think that would have been kind of weird.
No, but they made him kind of like part of a curse or something in the sixth one, but
like a legend.
Yeah. Twin City, the first Purge is my least favorite Purge movie. I haven't seen the new one. I also haven't seen the new one. Honestly, I haven't really watched the Purge movies more than once, so I couldn't really tell you what is my favorite or my least favorite.
I'm one of like the smaller groups of people that actually really enjoy the actual like the original one.
Yeah, I really
like that because I liked that it was like on a smaller scale.
Self-contained, yeah.
Yeah. The second one, Anarchy, I enjoyed, but I've seen it maybe 2 or 3 times. I've seen Election Year probably once, and I don't remember a lot of it. I haven't seen the first Purge or the Forever Purge.
Okay.
I did want to see the Forever Purge though because it's either set in like Texas but closer to the border, or it's set in Mexico closer to the border. So it has a very like westerny feel, and I thought that was pretty cool. There's people like riding horses, and there's like cowboys. So I was just like, huh.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it.
So I was just like, oh, Western. That's an interesting take for a Purge movie.
They got to make a difference somehow. Evil Bread says Stab would have been such a good title. Yeah, honestly, if they ever do an actual reboot of Scream, they should call it Stab.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I want some really cool, like, there is like Stab merchandise. People do make it, but like, I want to see more. Like, not just like stuff you find like on Etsy, because that's where I see most Stab stuff. I don't really see Stab stuff in like Hot Topic or Spencer's. It's just Scream. I want Stab because I think.
You know what they could do? Actually, they could reverse it, have the movie be set in real life, where all the Scream movies are just movies, and then someone can get inspired by the Scream movies, and then they could just call the movie Stab.
Okay, if that's an idea, just let's copyright that yourself or whatever.
Yeah. No, please steal it. If you're gonna make it, if you want to make that movie, make it, please.
Make it. Just give some credit to Josh, and if you don't, we have this video for proof.
It'd be the easiest way to reboot. Just have being set in real life. Yeah. Or doing a movie with the entire original cast set in real life, and have someone trying to kill off the original cast. That would be good as well.
Do something like New Nightmare in a sense.
New Nightmare, yeah.
I think that would be really cool because that would definitely fit that whole feeling of Scream movies.
That would be the best way to have Sydney be a killer in one of them as well, because then it would be Neve Campbell being a killer, not Sidney Prescott.
That'd be really interesting to see.
Yeah. Twin City, Scream 5 would have been my choice, but they got to sell them tickets. Yeah. Scream. They should have either called it Scream 5 or Scream Returns or Scream Again or Stab or something like that. I don't like that it's just called Scream.
It's just, and it's like, I don't really mind when it's like a full-on remake if it keeps the same name. Like, I wasn't bothered that Rob Zombie's Halloween is called Halloween, because I'm like, okay, because most remakes tend to do that.
Are called the same, yeah.
But the fact that like Halloween 2018 just kept Halloween, I was like, you should have
you know
something
what?
different.
I wouldn't have even been mad if they called it Halloween 40 years later. like just like H2O was a reference to H2O.
H4O.
H40. I would have been fine. I would have been fine with that.
Yeah, because then you can just call it H4O. Because whenever I talk about Halloween H2O, I just call it H2O.
Yeah.
Something.
Better than just Halloween. Good night, Miss Carter. Thanks for joining us. She's going to watch Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Enjoy it. Good night.
Skip past the first 10 minutes. I do really like Rob Zombie's Halloween, the first one. I don't like all the little kid scenes at the beginning, But once
Yeah.
it jumps up to present day with Laurie and all that in high school, I like the movie. It's just once we get into Halloween 2 after the dream sequence, I don't like it.
Whatever. We all have our opinions.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying I personally, it doesn't feel like a Halloween movie to me.
No, it doesn't really feel like a Halloween movie.
But for Rob Zombie's own like fucked up movie, it's like it looks good. It's a very well shot and like well made movie.
I think Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, you can see a lot of Lords of Salem in that, I think, with like 100%. The cinematography. Like whenever I was rewatching it for when we had like our little battle, I was like, oh, you can really see like where that style that he uses in Lords of Salem, like a lot of it comes from this, like the way it looks, and, like the color palette. Big time.
Especially that scene where Laurie's at the table with all the like, it's like all these a guy with a pumpkin head on and a skeleton man and all that. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rob Curse's plus Scream always follows trends of horror. So yeah, I understand Scream is probably calling it Scream because that's what everything else is doing now, but I still don't like it.
No, I still don't like it.
Good reel. So just knows instead of Coke product placement, it's now Pepsi. Maybe Pepsi's swooped in to be the can't think of the word. They're donating money for this one, maybe, so that's probably why.
Oh, like a sponsor in it?
Yeah, they're the sponsor for this one, probably. That's why we're seeing Pepsi instead of Coke.
Do you like Coke or Pepsi? What are you?
I find Coke tastes better, but it goes flat quicker than Pepsi.
Yeah, I don't know. That makes sense. I used to like Pepsi, but that's because One Direction had a commercial for the Pepsi, so I was like, oh, I love Pepsi. I didn't really like.
Come on, Destiny.
I'm more of a Dr. Pepper kind of person.
I'm so with Dr. Pepper. I'll drink it if it's there, but I'll never be like, oh, I want a Dr. Pepper.
We buy like the 24 pack.
Yeah. Oh, geez, yeah, you're all in.
But like also like Dr. Pepper's really big in Texas. Like it's like a huge, like at work we sell the most of sweet tea, makes sense, Southern, and then Dr. Pepper. Those are like the two things we sell the most.
We have a rip off version of Dr. Pepper here called Dr. Flav.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a no name brand.
Yeah, we have like
it's
one
just
of
Dr.
those,
Pepper.
but it's Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Thunder, that's interesting.
Dr. Thunder. It's like your off-brand Dr. Pepper. It actually tastes
I like it.
It's not that bad.
Evil Bread. It's a bit of retroactive continuity. It's never said he's her brother in the original, but if you look for the parallels after the sequel, there's it's like they may not have necessarily intended him to be her sister in the first one, but it seems like the natural kind of conclusion of what was happening, especially with Halloween 2 and all that. Like, I have yet to hear a really good argument as to like, the argument where it's like, oh, he has to have no reason for coming after her. I don't care about that. Like, her being his sister is enough for me. Like, it's not like he's mad at her for being a bitch to him. I mean, she was a fucking baby or wasn't even born yet. Like, he still doesn't have a reason to come after her other than he's just like wants to kill her. So
yeah,
I don't know.
And also it's just like, I don't know. And that's why like I do like in Rob Zombie's Halloween that he kills everyone except for Laurie and then his mom. Yeah. Because even in the original, he just kills Judith. He doesn't do anything to the parents or anything. And then so it's like, oh, and then even then it's like, why would he want Laurie dead? Like you're saying, like she was probably just like a child. What did he do? Who knows? Maybe we're just digging.
Actually, if you think about it, I think the opening of Halloween is like 1963 or something like that, and then it jumps to 1978. So yeah, Laurie would have had to just been like a little baby or something, or a little girl at the time. So like, what could she have done, really? So
yeah, seriously, what did she do?
It's not like the sister from the Rob Zombie one where she's just absolute garbage.
Bitch to him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Wonderland, Alice. Evil Bride, Final Girls was so good, so heartfelt. Yeah, I really like the Final Girls a lot.
And I
The girl
wasn't
dancing, taking ADHD medicine is me after 3 vodkas. I love that scene where they finally set her free.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
I also love the scene where they fall into the puddle and he's like right there and she's like, flashback. Billy when he was a kid, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it starts happening. I love that.
I absolutely love, because I had heard something about the slow-mo scene. I just heard something just like that there was a slow-mo scene, but whenever I was watching, I was like, what is going? Yeah, when they say what is happening? oh my god, I couldn't stop laughing. I was laughing.
That was great.
So fucking hard.
They really nailed I'm gonna do a review for it, I think, but if I had one issue with the entire movie, it would be that the guy who played the character who like wanted all the sex, that 80s character, yes. I find he's the one actor in the whole movie that overplayed it a little bit. Like he was a little bit too much of actor acting. But the girl who played the 80s counselor, she was bang on for me. Like I thought she did such a good job. Like she felt like they picked her right out of an actual 80s horror movie and put her in. Like such a great job.
That movie is so good. I need it.
So good. We need a sequel. I need a sequel.
I know. We really do. And hopefully they do make one.
Well, the characters could easily come back. Like it wasn't that long ago.
No, it really wasn't. I feel like a lot of them, they don't look too much decisive now. Because I mean,
no.
Taissa Farmiga, like she looks the exact same as she
identical. So, and it's a movie. You could say there's like they've been stuck in. Maybe when they actually go into the second one, they're not in Camp Bloodbath 2. They're in Camp Bloodbath 7 or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Where they pick up
just to jump forward a bunch for it to make sense.
They're like, fuck, we've been in so many of these.
Oh my god, I'm tired of
they're like, oh no,
sequels.
They're like, oh no, this is the one in space or something. Like
that would be funny. Oh my god.
Rob Curtis hoping that Ends is the final movie. I don't think it'll be the final movie, but I think that'll be Jamie Lee Curtis's last movie.
I think it'll be maybe the final. Well, unless
if Halloween Ends does super crazy, I don't see them being like, okay, Halloween's done now. Like,
no, I don't think Halloween will ever be done. Like no matter what, it's always going to keep living on. But maybe just like from jumping off from the original, like I think this is probably like the last one of those, you know what I mean? Like from the original, unless they do something like 4 and 5, which I would be fine with that. But like from the original Laurie timeline, I think this part is over. Just from the original one.
You sleep, the master of souls. Oh. Evil Brad, Freddy can literally come back even if you think about him. Perfect fodder for a film. Yeah, like Freddy can come back if you just know his name. Like
that's all he needs.
Debbie's roach death is really good. Her real death, her body was she probably just died. I doubt she was splattered, but maybe she was.
Yeah, the roach death is pretty nasty.
Evil Brad, Alice getting ready to battle Freddy is me going out to bars. Post COVID.
Just fucking A.
Goodreal likes Coke more than Pepsi. Peter likes Coke. Seems like Coke's the winner.
That doesn't surprise me, really.
Goodreal. Dr. Thunder, I refuse to drink because of it trying to be Dr. Pepper. Twin City has Dr. Thunder too. We don't have Dr. Thunder. I've never seen that before. Ours, like I said, ours is Dr. Flav.
It's in like a red can too, like a bit of like a maroonish red, and it's like in white, the Dr. Thunder like logo. So it's very much Dr. Pepper.
Interesting. Good real. Pib Extra is Dr. Pepper, but more spicy.
Oh, Pib Extra. Have you ever?
No.
I just call it Mr. Pibb. No, it's pretty good. It's pretty similar to Dr. Pepper, but it is spicier.
Evil Bread says they love the Welcome to Wonderland Alice line. I also love that. Welcome to Wonderland, Alice. Yeah.
And there was Linnea Quigley. You could see her boobs. That's how you know it's her.
Evil Bread. This probably felt like the only part in the series where Freddy wasn't scared. Scared or scary? Evil Bread. I think they'll need to reinvent Halloween from 78 over to modern day if it continues. This is the final curtain call for the classic series. I don't know about that. I do feel like they could do another sequel that picks up after somewhere else in the timeline. But I do think that if they don't do a sequel after Halloween ends, just like picking up with that same Michael, just doing something else, I think that'll likely just be a modern day reboot. Or they could do something like, again, the original Halloween happened and then he disappeared or something. I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do after ends.
But they'll do something.
Peter Anthony, Josh, if you could make a fan film in Canada, what franchise movie would you choose? I feel like Friday the 13th would be really good because of like all of the, especially in the like Atlantic provinces, all the hey J-Man's in the comments there.
Hi.
There's a lot of rural areas, a lot of camps and all kinds of things like that. So I feel like it'd be so easy to find a really great location for a Friday the 13th movie. Yeah, Friday the 13th movie. My Bloody Valentine was actually filmed like an hour from me, the original one. So it'd be fun to do even one of those. I know that there's Valentine's Bluffs is coming soon. So that's My Bloody Valentine fan film. So yeah, probably a Friday the 13th one, or honestly, Halloween would be good too. There's a lot of suburbs here in Halifax that literally look like streets in Haddonfield. Like I'm just walking up it and I feel like I'm in Haddonfield. So either of those would be good.
That'd be cool.
Good reel. I call it Mr. Pibb 2, my favorite drink of all time.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Freddy was at his most powerful in this movie. Yeah, I agree. He thought he was tough shit, I think.
Yeah, because even in 5, he does get scared when Amanda is like around. In this one, he just doesn't give a shit.
No, he's just full on. Like he's like, I can kill you guys whenever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my friend Blair. Lots of camps and lots of lakes in Canada. Yeah, that's what I mean. There'd be infinite options to film a Friday the 13th movie here. Mm-hmm. Actually, in my hometown, there's a camp called Dungarvan, I think it's called, and there's a legend there about a cook that was, I think, killed or something, and he died in the woods, and now you can hear him like hollering at night, and so they call him the Dungarvan Hooper. And you could do a movie around that. Maybe he comes back for Revenge of the Camps.
You could. The Friday 13th, the remake, was filmed in like Austin, Texas.
Oh. And
that's like, I think like 3.5 hours from me.
You should definitely drive there and visit the filming location.
I know. I was even like, I went to Austin before, but this is before. Damn. That was before I knew that it was filmed there. I was like, fuck. I was already out there. I could have visited some locations. That would have been cool.
Oh, I would be in the car driving over. I'd make a video out of it. It'd be like Friday the 13th reboot filming location.
And then Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one, that's also about like 3.5 hours from me.
Oh, I'd be going.
I know. I do want to go. I do want to go very badly because I think that would be cool. Go to the gas station because they have like some stuff there too for the movie, and like the bench is there. That had like I think some signatures on it or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Or like a memorial thing for like people from the movie that had passed away. Something like that. There's like a bench there.
So, okay. Interesting. Cool. Rob Kerr, Ginger Snaps was filmed in Canada. In Toronto or somewhere like that, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I like Ginger Snaps, but I know one of my friends, and his name's Derek, he really does not. I couldn't even... Really? I was like begging him to watch Ginger Snaps with me last October, and he was like, nope, won't do it. I
haven't seen 2 or Ginger Snaps back. I need to, but like I watched Ginger Snaps for the first time because it was on the Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. That was one of the movies, and it had been on my watch list, so I was so excited. But that's that became like easily my #1 favorite werewolf movie, which
It's
I
very
haven't
good.
seen a lot, but it's very much like Jennifer's Body to me is very much inspired.
It's very much in the vein of that.
Yeah, and so
Yeah,
like those
100%.
to me like go hand in hand, and I fucking love Jennifer's Body, so those kind of movies are like right up my alley. I loved it.
I know we talked about it a little bit the last time. Actually, maybe this was on Braden's stream, but what did you think of Till Death and her performance in that and all that?
I thought she did great in it.
Yeah.
Because she pretty much like has to carry the whole movie by herself. She's definitely like the main character, and I thought she did great. And it was cool because like she's not like an idiot in the movie. Like she's very smart in the movie, like trying to figure out what to do next. So I thought she did great in it.
Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, okay.
I really, really liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, and it was cool to see her take a role like that and just to come back to horror in general. So hopefully she does more.
Well, I found it was just intense the whole time too. Like especially after a certain point, it was just like thing after thing after thing after thing after thing.
It was not letting up.
Yeah.
And it just kept going. And I thought it was pretty cool that stuff from the beginning comes back into play at the end, or like if you have questions about something, it most likely does get answered throughout the movie or like at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I thought it was really great. Evil Bread, hold on. I just realized it says cast in alphabetical order of Coach, Friend, Elaine, Friend, and Morning.
Oh, I wasn't looking at that.
No, I missed
Coach,
it.
Friend, Elaine, Friend, and Morning. Oh.
Oh, yeah, it should be Friend, Friend, and Morning. Or Elaine, then Friend, and Morning, shouldn't it?
Yeah, and also is that literally what they gave the name was like Friend, whoever played the Friend?
They just
Friend
didn't
and
give her a
Morning.
name.
That's like another one of like a video I saw in I think it was also Drew Gooden, the same guy I was talking about before we got on the stream. He did a movie for or like a commentary about Kindergarten Cop 2. And like the names, it's like Hot Mom, and then another name was like Super Hot Mom. And that's like their name that I was giving at the end of the credits, which is Hot Mom and Super Hot Mom. I'd be pretty offended if I was just the Hot Mom.
Yeah, you go to the theaters and see the movie, and your character's name is Super Hot Mom. Yeah, if you imagine, if you were just Hot Mom, but then your like coworker was Super Hot Mom.
Like, what the fuck? It's kind of rude. Could have given them a name or something. Super Hot Mom.
Rob Kerr, that's a cool slash it out idea. Snaps versus Jennifer's Body. Yeah, that would be
really
that
cool.
would be a good slash it out.
Yeah,
you got good reel. So they're like somebody say slash it out. They sure did. That would be a good one, guys. Ginger Snaps versus Jennifer's Body.
Next time I come on, Brett, for one of them.
Oh, you should have Destiny on to host that one. Yeah,
makes the rounds because I did like the 80s inspired. I did Strangers.
Yeah.
Or Pray at Night versus Summer of '84.
No, but you'd be the perfect guest for the Jennifer's Body Ginger Snaps one.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Chris, that's a double feature I had in mind. Ooh, well, there you go.
Me too. Once I buy Ginger Snaps, I need to get that one.
I liked Ginger Snaps too. Ginger Snaps 3 goes back to like back in the day.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different from the other two, but I did like all three of them. I think there's only 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I heard is like in like what would that be called? Like it's like a period piece, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, period piece.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Which
it's basically like Fear Street 1666.
Yeah, so like usually those aren't my kind of movies, but I did like Fear Street 1666 and I did like The Witch. So I don't think it would like bother me too much. It's just usually not my thing. I don't really care for that.
No, I don't like period pieces either. I liked it in Fear Street. However, when the movie finally went Fear Street 1994 Part 2, I was like, thank God. Yes, perfect timing.
It was a nice like switch.
Yeah.
I think it definitely, because also in that point of the movie while watching it, I was like, there's still fucking 40 minutes left. I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Where do we
I really
go
liked the second half of the third movie.
Me too. It was a nice like surprise because I wasn't expecting it to jump back really like that, like at all.
Yeah.
So I
didn't think they were going to do 1994. I knew I probably thought the last 10 minutes or so were going to be dedicated
like to tie
that,
back into it from what just happened. But yeah, it was a nice change of pace, really.
Yeah.
I saw it. I audibly was like, "Holy shit, we're back!" And then just
I did too. I was like, "Oh,
this is cool."
Evil Bread, great stream tonight, guys. I gotta head to bed at 3 a.m. Oh, geez. Let's see if Freddy or the Hangover gets me first. Good night. Hopefully, neither of them get you, but crossing your fingers for the Hangover. It's one of them.
I know. I hate that feeling. But good night. Dang, 3 o'clock.
Good real Brad Bailey. Yeah, good night, Evil Bread. Thanks a ton for joining us. You're really great in the comments every time. Evil Bread, good real Brad Bailey survived the last Destiny slash it out. Hashtag justice for Luke.
Yeah, me and Brad. It was pretty funny because he definitely got a little bit angry. And at one point I was like, okay, let's move on. And he got red. And I was just like, sorry. Because I was
settle down, Brad.
Obviously, like, I'm definitely, and that would be like the same thing for this, is like, even though I loved both of Pray at Night and Summer of '84, Pray at Night for me, because that's
I haven't seen Summer of '84.
It's really good. I definitely recommend it. It's really good.
Yeah, it's on my list.
And the same thing would be for like Ginger Snaps and Jennifer's Body. I love both of them, but to me, the winner would be Jennifer's Body because it's one of my favorite movies. But
yeah.
It was a fun time. It was a good argument.
Oh, who we got here? Rob Kerr, are the Fear Streets worth watching? 100%. I think that I think the Fear Streets were such a nice surprise out of nowhere. Yes. Like we're kind of almost like in a renaissance of slashers because we're getting like Candyman and Scream and Halloween Kills and Fear Street, and then we're getting this isn't really a slasher, but we're getting Jeepers Creepers 4 with a whole new director, so it's not tied to that disgusting guy anymore, and like
fucking
something De Silva, whatever his name is, and we're getting the Chucky TV series. Like we're getting so much right now, and Fear Street I think was a perfect addition to that. Like especially for me, Fear Street Part 2, 1978. That movie was so good, like
hands
so
down
good.
My favorite. It was so good.
Yeah, it felt so like, especially the first little bit, like it felt so much like a Friday the 13th movie. Like all of the music and everything. My only complaint for it would be that he didn't get his mask early enough, but I loved it. Yeah. I thought it was great.
I kind of thought it was cool just because in the first one we got to see him fully masked and stuff, and so I said that like last night on our stream. I was like, I forgive it for that because we get to see more of him, and I liked how we got to see it. How it happened. Yeah. But and I like his like flannel shirt and just
I like the flannel shirt.
I liked his whole outfit. I thought it was pretty cool.
No, I loved 1978. I love 1994 as well. The only thing I would say about 1994 is the bit in the middle where they slow down and they have sex and Buddy whacks it, and that did not need to happen. I feel like that.
I agree. I agree.
It was like, what are you thinking? You have a whole group of killers and a witch after you. It's like, do you have time to be having sex? And no, you don't.
Yep. I said that last night too. I was like, I don't mind if there's sex and horror, obviously. Yeah. As long as it's before they know there's a killer. Once there's a killer, don't have sex.
No, it doesn't make sense anymore.
That's just not logical. Like
no. It's not just one of them too, all of them did. And it was just like,
I also kind of thought it was weird because like watching it, obviously they're not that old. They're probably like 16, and the brother is maybe like 14, 15 maybe, and I still just thought it was kind of weird because like the girl who they have sex, you're assuming they have sex. Yeah. She looks way older than what she's supposed to be playing. Like to me, she looked at least like 20 in my eyes. Yeah. But he also looks very much like a child, and I was just like,
well, the main girl, I forget her name off the top of my head, but the girl with the frizzy hair. Yeah. She's like 28. She's like 20. Yeah, she's like 27 or 28 or something like that. The other girl, Sam, is like 24 or 23 or something like that. So
I just thought it was kind of like weird. Like watching that scene, I was like, I know they're supposed to be like pretty much like close to the same age in this movie,
but they don't look it.
They just don't look like the age difference looks too far.
Well, he looks really young. I find he especially looks really young.
He looks probably the age he's supposed to be, like, or like he looks probably like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Or like maybe 15 in real life, but it looks like he's supposed to be like 13 or 14. But she looked at least 20, but she's probably supposed to be 16. So I was just like, I don't know. I didn't really like that scene. It felt just like a little strange to me.
No, for sure.
Just like
it felt it kind of derailed the momentum of the movie a little bit. It just kind of not just being strange, but just it existing at all is like
it was. Yeah, I didn't really like that part. I'm just like, that's not what people would be doing. Like,
no.
Unless you're in Cabin Fever. Not the same thing because it's not a slasher. But what does she say? She's like on an airplane and you know it's going down and you just want to fuck the shit out of the person next to you or something.
That's different. They know there's no getting out of it. So they're just like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. That
also,
I was just like, huh? Do what?
It's so weird that they remade that movie like scene for scene.
I have not seen that. I'm very curious to watch it just to see.
It's so weird. It feels like you're like, am I like, say if you just happen to throw on the other one by mistake, you'd be like, this seems so familiar, but everybody looks different, but it all plays out like the same.
That's what I heard. Is like it's literally the same.
Yeah.
But just different people.
Yeah, and I don't know what they were thinking.
I was listening to like a podcast episode with that director, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like he got the job and he wanted to do it so he could direct a movie, but he was like, I knew like it wasn't like people weren't going to react well to it because it's pretty much like a shot for shot
remake. It is, yeah.
It's like Cabin Fever isn't old. It's not, to me, like that wasn't enough time really just to like remake something.
Yeah,
like,
it was so strange. It was like
just keep making sequels. Later, yeah, at that point, like it's still, you're not that far removed. Like you can still keep the conversation going, I guess. I don't know. Very weird.
Yeah. Night, Evil Bread. I think you're already gone, but good night.
Good night, Evil Bread.
Destiny will be back moderating in October. Stay tuned. August 15th. Josh is moderator too on a fun Slash It Out. Yes, our Slash It Out episode should be, I think, I don't know if I'm supposed to reveal the date or not, but mid-August will be my episode of Slash It Out. So
yeah.
It was very fun.
Those are fun episodes. I like them. Just because I like to watch people argue.
Yeah, well, the arguments that Brett and Brad were having in mind, it's the two movies are so close. It's so hard to pick between them.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say what they are or not yet, but
I cannot wait for it.
So, Destiny, what were your final thoughts on Nightmare on Elm Street 4 Dream Master?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know how much of it I actually watched. I feel
we were talking so much.
So I didn't really watch a lot of it, but I mean, it was. I'd watch it. I'll probably watch it again and like actually like pay attention to it. I feel like it was better than like my last experience watching it, just because like I really do like the first maybe like 20 minutes of it a lot, and I like the end of it. It's just really the stuff in the middle that I don't care for, but I think it has like great ideas, like the loop of them just going around. That's a great idea. It has some really great death scenes, except for the brothers, clearly, but I think everyone else's death scene was really great. The classroom scene, that's pretty cool, and the way he dies at the end is kind of like the whole like rhyme. That I don't care for, but when he's like being killed, I really like that. And then Alice's transformation. Yeah,
I agree.
So it's pretty like, I think it's like middle of the road for me, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know if this is correct, but I feel like I heard or read somewhere that the scene with her brother's death was like one of the last things they did. So they had no money left.
They ran out of money, and they had already filmed his funeral. Yeah. So they had to just come up with something pretty much on the spot. So it's like, and I kind of like, I wanted like, at least knowing that, I do forgive it a little bit, because it's like that does suck, especially if you had something much more elaborate and something that would have probably fit a lot better in the movie. but
Yeah.
she ran out of money. It's just like, I don't know, man. That's also kind of on you. You should have done something. I don't know. Something
They should have just
better.
had a scene where like him and Kristen go on a date somewhere, and then she has the Freddy glove on. She stabs him or something like that. They should have just.
Yeah, that could have been pretty easy. Like, he didn't have to be in more of the movie than she was. Like, I feel like he doesn't really do anything. He doesn't really add anything to the plot itself.
No, I agree.
He could have been killed off before the other ones, and I think that would have been kind of cool, because then to me, like, if he goes first, because, like, I don't like that the 3 get killed off so early.
Yeah, I agree.
What's the point of bringing them back if they're all 3? Like, at least one of them could have survived, in my opinion. At least one of them.
I think I would have been more okay with it. I would have been way less okay with it if Patricia Arquette had came back and it was the same.
Yeah.
Kristen from the last movie, but where it's Tuesday night and they change her up, I think it makes it a little easier to swallow.
Definitely.
But if it was Patricia Arquette, it would be almost like a Rachel kind of thing for me, like Rachel from Halloween 5. Like, she comes back just to get killed off instantly, basically, from Freddy. So it was like, I don't find it's quite as offensive as Rachel, because Rachel, it's like a slap in the face completely to the character.
Huge,
what they did to her. Less so, I think, than Laurie from Resurrection, but like pretty much close, very close.
But at least, like, Laurie had more movies to be in. At least she's
True,
gone through more. But just for Rachel, like, we only got to see her really in one movie, and she's great in the movie she's in, and you really love Rachel. And just for him to kill him off to show how, like, serious Michael Myers is, it's like, we already know he's serious.
Yeah,
we already know how, like, integral everything is. Like, you don't have to kill off one of your main person, really, besides Jamie, immediately.
Yeah, I would have much preferred having Rachel and Tina at the party at the end than having Tina and her random friend.
I think is it Tamara?
Something like that. Like, what, the Tamara should have died in the house
Sammy.
at the start.
I think
or
it
Tina.
might be Sammy.
Yeah, either one of those two should have died in the house at the start. But
yeah, I agree. That's not how you do a sequel.
Oh, I think Good Reel's giving me the go ahead to say what our Slash It Out episode is. I think that's what they're saying. If not, I'm sorry for spoiling it, but it's Friday the 13th Part 4 and Jason Lives.
Oh.
So it was.
That is a good one.
There were a lot of good arguments in that one.
Yeah, because those are the two, like, really the fan favorites. So
I asked a lot of tough questions too. I gave it to them. I didn't make it easy.
Good. That's how it should be. I know. I feel like, because I was more like going around, like, I wanted to talk more about, like, the 80s inspired and, like, how the movie actually, like, feels. Like, man, I should have, like, I don't know, maybe just, like, asked tougher. I don't know. Should have been harder on them. Should have argued more and started more fights. That's what I should have done.
There was very few questions where there was a clear winner. Like, they did a really good job at arguing their points. Rob says Part 4 was a great rental back then for me at the time. Today, good, but not great. I still love Part 4. The weakest point is obviously the boyfriend death, but everything around, like Destiny said, the whole first part of the movie and the end, I'd say, like, once the Debbie stuff starts, honestly, no, once her friend gets the air sucked out of her lungs, I find all that's good. And Debbie's death is good. It's just her brother is really a weak point of the movie. Yeah. And I think losing Kristen, Joey, and Kate so early was a weak point. They should have flipped it. We should have lost, like, Debbie and all them early on, and people would be like, "Oh no, what's happening?" And the three of them should have been like, "It's fucking Freddy, and you're not listening to us." Mm-hmm. And then they all should have rallied at the end, kind of similar to Dream Wars, and then we could have lost
and all come together. And if they were, like, getting picked off one by one, then it makes more sense, because at least they did more in the story. Because all it is you have Joey Kincaid telling Kristen they're not coming back. Freddy's dead. You
can even still have them all die towards the end and have Alice be powered up by them, but it's just like it happened
she's like
too
the
early.
Ultimate one fighting Freddy,
the final girl,
and then have it still be like the same ending. Like, I wouldn't mind that if they would have definitely kept them around much longer.
And then Dan is just like dead weight for the whole movie, and then he's like, he survives, and then they just go on to like pick him off immediately, and then in the next one. So
exactly. Gets its last
At least it wasn't
cutscene.
Alice, though.
Yeah,
At least
that
it wasn't
would've been-
Alice. If she died immediately in the next one. Ugh.
No, it would have been cool to have like another final guy,
Yeah.
but not in that sense. I think if it was to be another final guy, it would have to be him from the beginning, something like Jesse, to where like
Jesse, yeah.
my cat's making crazy noises in there.
I hear him there.
Yeah.
Good Real says 3 out of 5 for Nightmare on Elm Street 4, just an average Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Kerr, wow, good slash it out. Yeah, make sure to tune in for that episode. It's going to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Good Real, you did a great job, Destiny, with your episode. And we're excited to have you back and have you back in a future episode.
Thank you. Well, I cannot wait to be back. It's going to be fun.
Rob, Destiny and Josh are keepers and Good Real. Yeah, we're all good folks.
Yes. I would
And Chris, but maybe not Chad.
maybe not Chad. Yeah.
We'll leave
Freaking
Chad out of it.
Chad.
He's not here to defend himself, so we can talk some dirt about Chad.
Oh, Chad. Chad.
Good Real. Well, Josh is to be decided because of the RZ2 shit talk. Well, it's a terrible movie. What do you expect?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Whatever.
Actually, for as much shit as I talk about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I don't think it's like one of the worst movies I've ever seen or anything like that. I just for a Halloween movie, I don't like it, but for whatever it is, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Like, it's not. I like it, but as a Halloween movie, I could skip it whenever I watch through the Halloween franchise because it has nothing to do with the other ones. But I do really like Halloween 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Good Real. Fuck Chad.
Fuck
Oh.
Chad. He's gonna
Poor
come.
Chad. He's gonna show up with his spoons if we keep talking about him.
Going to.
Yeah, we're all buddies, Rob. It's just joshing.
Just joshing. That's funny. I'm just joshing with you. Like what?
Yeah, I'd like to know where that came from.
I know, me too. I'm just joshing with you.
Let's get in. Elvira, stop being a little scamp.
This is like, what is she doing? She might need food. That's probably why she's meowing. This Thorn is a little fat boy and he eats all the food.
Feigning some hunger.
Yeah. Like she didn't eat like an hour ago. But
Yeah,
whatever.
my animals will do the same thing. I'll feed them, and then someone else will like come over and they'll act like they haven't been fed, and I'll be like, no, don't fall for
I
it.
know, like, don't you fucking act like that. I
No.
can feed you. Because
You
they
just
have
need-
2 food bowls. One's in the bathroom, one's in the kitchen. So it's like, but they're picky. Like she only
They want
likes to
new
eat out
food.
a certain bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if there's old food in there, Thorn will act like there's no food. I'm like,
I started
I
tricking
know.
my cat. I'd pour it back in the bag and then dump it back into
That's
the bowl
smart.
again. And they're
I
like,
know.
yay, new food.
what do you mean?
Wasn't there a TV show, Just Josh? Maybe I'm not sure. It sounds familiar, kind of, but
I don't know.
well, it's getting pretty late on my end here. Let's wrap this up, Destiny.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming on. Destiny is actually going to be joining me for the next episode of Nightmare at Camp Blood as well for Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, The Dream Child. Alice will return with Dan, who may or may not be in Dream Child very long, but
Yeah.
it'd be nice to jump into that one. There's a lot of interesting deaths, and Freddy's a little different in this one as well, but I'm excited to jump into it because I love Alice, and I haven't seen this one in a while, so I'm curious to see how I feel about it after we get through it. Because, like I said, like you said, we were talking through most of this one, but I felt the same about it as I always do. I love Dream Master. So,
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one, and then we've definitely got you back on for New Nightmare, which is definitely a good one. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for that one.
Very excited for that.
Like, I would love to have Heather Langenkamp back for another Nightmare on Elm Street. Honestly, I don't know how they would bring her back or what they would do, but
That would be great. I mean, if they keep it in the same storyline as New Nightmare, like I don't think they would do something like that again, but like in that timeline, she's still alive.
yeah. Well, we are getting Dylan's New Nightmare at least. That'll be cool to check out.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Good Real. Great job tonight, guys. Thanks, guys. Hope your stream went well too.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. Great stream. Is there anything coming up on the channel, your channel, you want to talk about, Destiny, before we close out?
So Sunday we should be doing a sleepaway camp watch along on House of the Living Dead. So very excited for that. Creeping It Real on Mondays. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I love sleepaway camp.
Such a great movie.
It's my fourth favorite horror movie
of all time.
Yes,
I don't blame you at all. That's really it's underrated, if anything. I think a lot of people don't necessarily think about sleepaway camp when they think of the best horror movies, and it definitely is.
I agree. That, and then Creeping It Real on Mondays, as usual. This Friday actually, we did the Friday 13th remake watch along, but it's pre-recorded, but that will premiere on Friday. And then I believe Friday 13th, that's when we're doing a ranking, right? All of us together. Is that what's happening?
Are we all doing a ranking, or is everyone releasing their ranking on the same day?
I don't know. I don't know if we're all together or doing our own videos.
If I'm remembering it right, I think everyone is released. So you guys are going to do your ranking, and then Goodreel's going to do a ranking, and then I already have one. So I think that's what it is. Everyone's just going to release their ranking on the same day. But it would also be fun to do a stream where we all just live say our rankings too. So
that would be fun. And then what day is it? I think it's the next in a week. So next week, me and Chase will have a stream. Not sure about what we're gonna do yet, but most are together.
Most are together. So
what does that mean?
Is there a stream where everyone's doing it, or do you just mean we're all releasing them on the same day?
Yeah. What do you want?
I mean, it'd probably be just as good, because down for a live and combine all of our rankings.
I think that would be fun if everyone can, or whoever can do it. We just do it like that. I think that would be pretty cool. It'd be a lot of us, but nothing we haven't really done.
That's going to be a busy day if we do that, because I don't know what you guys are planning to do in regards to this, but there's a Friday the 13th fan film called Jason Rising, I think it's called. It's coming out that day. And is it called Jason Rising? I think it's called Jason Rising, and it has Pamela's dead body being reincarnated and bringing Jason back to life, and it looks so good. Really, really, really good.
Interesting. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
it's the only one we're getting this year, Friday the 13th date wise. I think this is the only Friday.
It is, yeah. Which is
so that's pretty cool. I'm excited for all the podcasts I listen to. They always release a lot of the podcasts release Friday 13th episodes only on Friday 13th. So I'm excited to have 5 new Friday 13th episodes to listen to
go through.
I love it.
I'm going to think of something to do for that day. I know I'm going to have to watch that Jason Rising and pump out a review for it, but I have to try to think of something special for the 13th.
I know. It's coming up fast, though. So
I know. I didn't. It's 10 days away. I didn't realize it was. I actually thought it was still July 30th.
I know. My boyfriend's birthday is the 11th. Still haven't gotten the gift. Close. So that's where we are right now.
I'd be so jealous if it was on the 13th.
I know, right?
Just to have your birthday on the 13th and have the potential of having a birthday on Friday the 13th.
Oh,
so
every
awesome.
Friday 13th birthday, I would be doing a themed Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely 100%. Take advantage of that.
Big time.
Yeah.
How could you not? Or if you were born on October 31st.
Oh, I know. I'm so jealous. I was born December 31st. So
at least it's a week after Christmas, so it's there's not too much overlap, but having a December birthday, it does, it
does really suck. And then Christmas. Everyone's oh, I got you a Christmas and birthday gift. It's
no, get me two.
That's not fair, because if your birthday's in fucking August, you're gonna get that gift and you're gonna get your Christmas gift. I want separate gifts.
You should, to all the people that do that to you on their birthday, you should be here's your birthday and early Christmas gift.
Yeah. Oh, I know Christmas isn't for another 6 months, but Merry Christmas as well.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
No, that sucks. My cousin's birthday is December 26th, and she's basically her entire life she's had a combined Christmas and birthday, and it's just
and then
you're
also
missing out.
New Year's Eve, growing up, no one wanted to do anything for my birthday. Everyone wanted to go get fucked up, and I was just I'm 12.
At least now that you're older, it could be
I
a
can
big,
also
bigger
get
thing,
fucked
but-
up. Yeah. I can, finally. But that was also, like, just not fun growing up. Like, one year my aunt got
for
me
sure.
fireworks for my birthday.
We're definitely not using this for New Year's.
Yeah, I was just like, and I think it was, like, last minute because she walked in, she didn't tell me happy birthday. She told me, like, a couple hours later and gave me fireworks. And I was like, thank you very much. I appreciate the fireworks because that's
Thank
what
you,
I
so
want.
thoughtful.
Is fireworks.
You should, if they ask to use them that night, you should be like, no, I'm saving them. It's mine.
I'm saving them because these are my fireworks because this is my birthday gift. Guess what I wanted?
Exactly what I asked for.
Yeah, it was on the list and everything. How did you know? Whatever.
Well, all right, guys. Thank you, Destiny, so much for joining me. I can't wait to have you back on. We'll discuss when the next episode can come out, whenever we can get things set up. But thank you so much for joining me for this one. I know it was kind of last minute getting it all set up. Originally, Filthy Dan was supposed to join me for this episode, but with scheduling issues and stuff, he wasn't able to join anymore. So thank you so much for joining. And thank you so much to everyone in the comments for joining us tonight. I did not expect like as many people as there were to jump in for like this last minute live stream. So thank you so much for like all your comments and your ideas and suggestions throughout this. It's like it's really means a lot being able to talk to you guys about all this horror stuff. It's the best part of it.
It really is. I love streams just so that because you get to interact with more people.
Yeah, just getting everyone's opinions and like their own rankings and all that. Like it's interesting to see what everyone else thinks, even if they do like movies like the Nightmare on Elm Street remake and Rob Zombie movies.
Yeah. Even if you do like invite one of those people on the stream, it's still fun.
Yeah. Actually, I would like to do Devil's Rejects sometimes because I do really like that movie.
Oh yeah, I love Devil's Rejects. House of 1,000 Corpses is probably like my favorite of the trilogy.
Okay, I do like that one too.
I do really. I mean, I enjoy all of them. I liked all of them.
I liked Three from Hell, but it just felt like more Devil's Rejects. You know what I mean?
It did. It just felt like a continuation because there's a huge difference from House and then
it's two different. Yeah,
really
like
different
the first two are completely different, and then Three from Hell just feels like
just
same
a continued story of that. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. All right, we're going for real now. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you for the next one. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.